Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to something that isn't actually FIFA related. It isn't the Bradford City career mode for once in a long while, and hopefully I'm going to try and. Obviously, I'm going to continue doing the daily uploads for the Bradford City career mode, but I'm going to try and sort of do some other games as well. And if you want to suggest any games that you want me to play or anything like that, then leave a comment and I'll try to get around to them. I'm going to be doing Life is Strange very soon because I've had that requested. I also got the Batman Telltale series, so I'll probably be going through that at some point as well. But for now, we're going to be continuing on with our WWE 2020 pay-per-view predictions. Um, if you didn't see, a couple of weeks ago it was NXT Takeover Blackpool 2. We did the predictions for that, and they came out really well. And the actual show was intense. It was really good. Match of the night for me, probably from that, was Tyler Bate and Jordan Devlin. But I hope you guys definitely enjoyed that show, and I hope you guys will enjoy Worlds Collide tomorrow and Royal Rumble on Sunday. If this isn't out by Saturday, then I'm recording this on the Friday, and it should be out before the actual Worlds Collide. I don't see why it wouldn't be. And then obviously I'm going to be doing Royal Rumble ones tomorrow, and that should be out before Sunday. And hopefully we'll have all that good stuff up. And the career modes will be going up daily, and the double uploads will still be there as usual because I've bulk recorded in advance. So I'm going to stop talking and we're going to get into the show. I've done quite a bit of an intro here, so I apologise for that if you want to just come in and get into the action. So before we start, I want to make sure the card is all right. So we've got this first match. It would be Mia Yim from NXT versus Kaylee Ray, the NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray from obviously NXT UK. I want to make sure she has a title though. I don't know if she has a title. And even if she does, I think the custom titles are glitched anyway. There's a couple I need to change in here, so I'll do that at some point. But I don't know if she has. Am I blind? I think I might be blind. Yeah, I am blind. I don't have her as the UK champion. I'll put her as that then, just to make it seem a bit more authentic. And obviously, some of the custom championships won't work out. I'm trying to figure out which ones aren't actually the champions right now. I think it's only Keith Lee that I need to change for the North American Championship. But we'll do that another day. I'm gonna just get into it. I'm trying to back out the menu, but this game takes so long to load. The loading times of this game are unreally bad. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna be opening with Mia Yim taking on Kaylee Ray. That's the pre-show match, and then I'm gonna start off the main show with a Dream Tag Team match. The match I'm probably most looking forward to. I'm not even gonna lie. About at Worlds Collide, I should say. We've got NXT UK representatives, of course, Trent, Seven, and Tyler Bate taking on the team of DIY. I believe this is a one night only Reformation. I'm not sure if it's going to go longer than that. But we've got Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, of course, from NXT. And then continue with another, obviously, well, I'm not going to say another Worlds Collide like NXT versus NXT UK match because that's the whole point of the pay-per-view. We've got Finn Balor, the Prince, taking on Ilja Dragunov. Finn Balor, obviously, the NXT representative, and Ilja Dragunov, the NXT UK representative. Then we've got a fatal four-way for the Cruiserweight Championship, which hasn't saved, so I'm going to have to go back and do that quickly. But we've got Angel Garza, sorry, my brain isn't on today. Angel Garza, of course, of NXT, taking on Jordan Devlin and Travis Banks from NXT UK, and of course, another NXT representative, Isaiah Swerve Scott. So fatal four-way full of action right there. Then we're going to have another title match, which is obviously not saved. I don't know why it doesn't save the title matches. I don't know if that's a glitch or something, but I can fix that by just going back in and doing it again. But anyway, we've got Rhea Ripley, who's going to be defending the NXT Women's Championship, which is going to get renamed. I don't know why, because it won't make sense to have two NXT championships. But anyway, Rhea Ripley will be defending against Toni Storm. And we've got the main event, the big beefy match. As Walter, Fabian Aichner, Marcel, Barthel, and Alexander Wolfe, better known as Imperium for the NXT UK brand, will take on Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Roderick Strong, better known as Undisputed Era. Of course, won't have all their gold anymore because Roderick Strong lost the North American Championship to Keith Lee, and I think I am going to change that because if he comes up with a championship, it'll all be wrong. And in this game, you can only have trio entrances, so one of these guys from each team will be coming out on their own. Because it's so hard to do these championship things. I thought it was all organized, and then they do a title change. This is a wrong brand. Bear with me. New North American champion Keith Lee been added to the game. It might have taken the championship matches off because I changed some champions around. That's a non-title. That's a non-title. That's a non-title. This is a title match. So we'll work on this quickly. I apologise for not being completely organised, but in my defence, I was completely organised until the game decided to take the championships out of the matches. So who was it? It was Swerve, Devlin, Travis Banks, and I will read like the lead up to these matches on each match if I can. If it's on Wikipedia, I will anyway. If it's not, then I probably won't. Title match, obviously. Angel Garza is the Cruiserweight champ. And now, of course, we've got the NXT Women's Championship match, which should be an insane match. Of course, a year ago, NXT UK Takeover Blackpool, Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm had a match over the NXT UK Women's Championship, and Toni Storm came out on top. Will history repeat itself, do you think? Perhaps. Title match. Championship. Rhea Ripley. And I think that's all good now. I hope it's all good. We're going to do a little sneaky thing here, which I usually do anyway. Hopefully it won't fuck up the matches. It just needs to be whenever I go off universe mode and come back on it, that it does it. I'm going to put resiliency on Rhea Ripley because she is a very resilient woman. And she can probably earn a finisher without needing to like get one like that. So hopefully it doesn't change the card. Alright, good. So after a bit of reorganization, we're ready to go. I'm going to start the show. I don't know if show intros are on. I don't remember, so we'll see. Okay, they're not. I think I turned them off because one time I actually got copyrighted for it. So I didn't really keep them on. But no, momentum's so slow. And yeah, so once again, if you're just joining in, we've got Mia Yim from NXT taking on Kaylee Ray from NXT UK, of course. Kaylee Ray, the NXT UK Women's Champion. We've got Tyler Bate and Trent 7 from NXT UK taking on DIY, of course, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa of NXT. We've got Finn Bálor of NXT taking on Ilja Dragunov of NXT UK. Jordan Devlin and Travis Banks from NXT UK will challenge for the Cruiserweight title, as will NXT representative Isaiah Swerve Scott. Angel Garza, of course, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, he is a part of NXT as well. We've got NXT representative Rhea Ripley defending her NXT Women's Championship against NXT UK representative Toni Storm. And then the main event, the big beefy match, is, of course, Imperium of NXT UK. That would be Alexander Wolfe, Marcel, Barthel, Fabian Aichner, and the leader, Walter, will take on Undisputed Era, which is, of course, the NXT represented faction of the match. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and former NXT North American champion Roderick Strong. They will be in the main event. So without any further ado, I'm going to stop talking and start wrestling. And I don't know who I'm going to go for this match, because Mia Yim, I think, needs a victory. But Kaylee Ray is the NXT UK Women's Champion. So I think I'm probably going to go with the champ on this one. I know it's a non-title match, but I don't feel like Mia Yim will get the victory here, in my personal opinion. I'm going to try and see if I can find the build up to the matches on the Wikipedia page. But to be honest, I don't know how much it'll be because it doesn't get added a lot to the Wikipedia page. Might take a little while longer to load because of the custom championship, custom arena, and custom Kaylee Ray. Mia Yim's the only not custom thing in this match, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's get into the first match of the Worlds Collide predictions.
The head baddie in charge is in the building.
HBIC. I can't see any build-ups, so they haven't put any build-ups to the matches on the Worlds Collide Wikipedia page, so I'm going to try and find another place. But here comes the HBIC.
Scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Fontana, California,
Mia Yim, once challenged for the NXT Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler, came up short.
What was that moment like? Unlike anything I'd ever experienced
The
in my
closest she's
career
got.
here in WWE, not only was it proof that the WWE universe
So
is in
let's
charge,
read this
it was
instead. I
proof
couldn't
that
find
Mia Yim's work hadn't gone unnoticed.
I couldn't find an actual build-up thing on the Wikipedia page, so I've gone on another page. I know there's going to be build-up. So we've got this Saturday, the action begins on the World Collide pre-show, where Mia Yim battles NXT UK Women's Champion Kaylee Ray. The battle pits two Daredevil superstars against each other. Ray has proven she'll do anything to reach the top, whether it's throwing caution to the wind in War Games or taking advantage of the fractured friendship between Toni Storm and Piper Niven to retain her title. Yim has shown a similar fiery passion inside the squared circle, going all out in a ladder match against Io Shirai, sending herself crashing through tables in pursuit of payback on Dakota Kai. What will happen when these fearless competitors go head to head?
one half of the
It's not one half of anything. She is the NXT UK Women's Champion. Of course, the title is still glitched, as you can see. I don't understand what's going on with custom championships, or this game in general, to be honest, at the moment, when it comes to custom championships. But regardless, she is the NXT UK Women's Champion, minus the design of her actual belt. And she'll be taking on the head baddie in charge, Mia Yim here. It should be an intense matchup. I hope they come out with a patch soon to sort out this custom championship BS, because I'm going to need it for Royal Rumble. Obviously, it won't be fixed by then, but Bray Wyatt's going to have to come out with a blank title, I think, for his Universal Championship match against Daniel Bryan. So
this is a non-title match, but I'll tell you, title match or not, you don't want to step into the ring with a
I could just use a red Universal Championship, but I don't think I want to. Well, maybe the red might fit his persona, to be honest. NXT chant. Collar and elbow tie up. Kaylee Ray backing up Mia Yim into the corner. Like I said, Kaylee Ray, the NXT UK representative. Mia Yim, the NXT representative, in an early cheap shot there by the NXT Women's Champion, UK Women's Champion. Reversal by Kaylee Ray out of the situation for Mia Yim, and a backbreaker early on. It should be an interesting match where we see NXT UK superstars go up against NXT superstars and see who will be the dominant brand, I guess, perhaps. There's 6 matches, so it could be a 3-all draw. It could be a clean sweep for NXT. It could be a clean sweep for NXT UK. Any result could happen. Elbow by Mia Yim. Hurricane Rana by the head baddie in charge, and Kaylee Ray on the back foot here.
Of course it does, Michael. Mia Yim's competed all over the world and learned something from
Kaylee Ray avoiding the kick.
That's what makes her
and
so
another backbreaker.
sure
Mia Yim not learning
that's what gives her the advantage.
to count that backbreaker early in this match yet. Right hand.
Sure we'll see her tonight.
Kaylee Ray sent to the outside by the HBIC. And the ref's count starts. A follow-away slam by Mia Yim on the outside, and she's taunting here in Houston. Kaylee Ray tried to fight back, and a third backbreaker. You can tell where Kaylee Ray is aiming for, obviously, for that gory special later on, or the gory bomb. It's really up to her, I think. Although she might try and win by count out here. Referee at 6 count. We may have our first victory of the evening by count out. Will Mia Yim make it back to the ring? Kaylee Ray trying to get the victory by count out. Mia Yim not allowing it. And a roundhouse kick counter by Kaylee Ray. Mia Yim forgets the ropes now. Off the ropes comes the head baddie in charge. Drop down, leapfrog, and a hip toss. And the HBIC on the back foot here against the NXT UK Women's Champion. And this time, Kaylee Ray just cranking the neck. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you. I completely forgot what it was called. Cranking the neck, but Kaylee Ray can't keep Mia Yim down on the mat, and the HBIC fighting back here. As we kick off Worlds Collide here, this is a pre-show, of course. Obviously, I do the pre-show and the main show in one thing. So, but this will be the pre-show match come Saturday at Worlds Collide. Of course, the main event. If you don't know already, where have you been? Main event is Undisputed Era taking on Imperium in an 8-man tag match. I would have liked that to be elimination, but it doesn't really need to be honest. It's not the end of the world if it isn't. Kaylee Ray countered in the corner by Yim. Blocked by Kaylee Ray. Off the ropes. Another hip toss. Kaylee Ray seems to be in full control in this match. Top rope.
Hold on, guys. This isn't good.
And what's Kaylee Ray thinking on the HBIC?
I have the best job in the world.
Superplex.
And call action of the greatest.
Will that be it here to kick off Worlds Collide? Kaylee Ray going for the cover.
And the shoulders up.
And a kick out by the HBIC. And she's actually getting up quite fast to say she's taking such a big move.
Ooh, what impact.
Right hand by Ray. Looking for a suplex of sorts, I think. And the HBIC trying the same. These two women countering each other, even though each other's styles. German suplex into a cover by Kaylee Ray, and another kick out by Mia Yim. Kaylee Ray going top rope here, calling Mia Yim to her feet. What will we see here? Crossbody into a cover. Mia Yim kicks out again. Off the ropes comes NXT Women's Champion with a jawbreaker. And the HBIC can't get started. Well, she's out of Flurry's offense, but she can't really get any sustained offense going here against the NXT UK Women's Champion. Scoop slam by Kaylee Ray, and up top she goes again. Splash. Oh, Mia Yim avoids it. Kick blocked by Kaylee Ray into a suplex. And the NXT UK Women's Champion seems to be on her game here in Houston at Worlds Collide. Mia Yim out on the apron. Brought back in the hard way by Kaylee Ray. Off the ropes once again. And a boot. And how does the HBIC fight back in this match? Usually, right, by about now, we'll probably have this match rolls on live. Sort of commentary from the commentators, and then there'll be a little graphic on the side to hype up either the main event tonight or the Royal Rumble. We'll have a double screen, like split screen sort of thing, but we don't do that here. And what's Kaylee Ray thinking? Tornado DDT on the HBIC. It's like a poem. 1, 2. Mia Yim kicks out of the Tornado DDT, and she's back to her feet. Boot blocked by Kaylee Ray. Backbreaker again. I think that backbreaker at this point is just more to keep the HBIC on the mat. Double axe handle off the apron.
The suspense this crowd is feeling is palpable. And here we go.
And what's Kaylee Ray thinking on the outside? Gory bomb.
Get that instant replay ready.
That'll likely do it, Michael.
And a gory bomb by the NXT UK Women's Champion. You can see the impact Mia Yim's face had on the outside. Grabbing her nose, grabbing her body, potentially a broken nose there from Mia Yim.
Back in the ring
and
now.
Kaylee Ray could throw Mia Yim back in and get the pin most likely, but she's going for the count out victory. I think that will lay Mia Yim out for the count. She's moving at 5 though. 6 count against the HBIC. Roll up attempt. Rope save Mia Yim. turning around. Another German suplex. Will that be it this time? Another 2 count just on the HBIC, who is putting up a hell of a fight. You've got to give her full credit here. The NXT UK Women's Champion Kaylee Ray coming in with nothing less than full viciousness. But Mia Yim fighting back admirably. Back into the corner though, and Kaylee Ray could be looking for another very damaging move, another move that could finish this match. And what's this from Kaylee Ray? Not the German suplex, off the top rope, face first lands the HBIC, and that could do it here on the pre-show of NXT's Worlds Collide, and a kick out.
Hey Byron, what's up? Protect your neck. Not what she was looking for.
Uh-oh, Mia Yim finally fighting back with some strikes. Jesus Christ. And Mia Yim gaining the admiration of this crowd. On the second rope, rests Kaylee Ray, and Mia Yim just choking out Kaylee Ray on those ropes. Mia Yim looking for protect your neck. It's blocked. Kaylee Ray. No, not explosive suplex. Just dropping on the flatliner into the turnbuckle and the ropes. Save the HBIC there. That could have been all that she wrote. Not the case yet. Right hand. Blocked by Mia Yim for the second one. And now right hand of the HBIC's own. Knee to the back. Kaylee Ray raking the eyes, doing whatever she needs to do. Suplex once again. Mia Yim's foot just getting the ropes.
It's been a struggle for these
right hand once again by Kaylee Ray.
With every move you make, you hear this capacity
What we're
crowd
thinking here. Big boot once again. How has Mia Yim been able to take so much punishment here from the NXT UK Women's Champ? Oh, Kaylee Ray once again sending Yim to the ropes really. And what's she thinking here? It looks like we've seen it before. We've seen it many times before, but we're going to see it here. It looks like a suicide dive perhaps from Kaylee Ray. Tope suicida.
Find the nearest exit. It's over. Let's take a look at the replay.
And this is awesome chat here on the Worlds Collide pre-show. You usually get that reserved for the main show, but the pre-show getting a "This is awesome" chant. And what's going to happen here? What's going to give? Is a suicide dive going to be enough for Kaylee Ray to finally pick up the victory here?
She's going for the cover.
Cover now from the NXT UK Women's Champ. Again, a kick out from the head. Bate in charge. Is she in charge of this match? Not right now, but that could all change. Suplex again. Mia Yim just desperately trying to bring something back into this match. And a Koji clutch. Mia Yim breaks out. And a reversal into a cover. Kick out by the NXT UK Women's Champion. Mia Yim looking for a signature. It's blocked by Kaylee Ray. Chopped by Yim. Fall away slam once again. Kick avoided. Backbreaker. Gory special reversed. And Kaylee Ray in deep trouble here. Back elbow. takes down the HBIC, and both these women are spent in this match. What's it going to take from one of them to get the 3 count and knee, or a boot I would say, by Kaylee Ray? Could be a mixture of both. Reversal by Mia Yim. Bear hug attempt on the NXT UK Women's Champion. Will it do the trick? Kaylee Ray desperately fighting for everything she's got. And elbows to the HBIC. Boxing the ears. And now turning it around in her own fashion with a second Corey bomb. But that's not it. Kaylee Ray looking for the exclamation point on the HBIC. Swanton.
She just created a prime opportunity.
And the NXT UK Women's Champion with a very hard fought victory. But what a performance here from both women. You couldn't tell at points in this match who was going to win it. Mia Yim trying to go for the protect your neck. But to be fair to Kaylee Ray, she came up with a counter for it and she dominated, I'm going to say, the majority of this match. And NXT UK goes 1-up in Worlds Collide. There were times there where I thought Mia Yim was done, but she kept on kicking out, kept on fighting up. Especially after the first gory bomb, I thought that was going to do it, especially on the outside, throwing her back in. And, well, actually she didn't throw her back in, she went for the counter. I meant the suicide dive. The suicide dive. Throwing her back in from the suicide dive, well, that was going to be it. But Mia Yim kicking out, but Kaylee Ray knew it was going to take maybe more than just one finisher. She used the not only the gory bomb, but finished her off with a swanton as well. And in the end, she gets a victory here on the Worlds Collide pre-show. But up next is going to be a tag team match of dreams. It's going to be Moustache Mountain taking on DIY. Well, this is going to be the first of 3 different matches that I will have to explain what I'm doing because Universe Mode is not working, basically, pretty much. So what's going on is I'm trying to record, obviously, my Worlds Collide stuff, but it won't let me do more than the singles match for some reason in the Worlds Collide arena on Universe Mode, or even on any arena. I'm not sure what's up with it right now, so I'm leaving it, and at the moment, we're going to have, well, this Moustache Mountain coming out to face, obviously, DIY in the NXT arena. It is still Worlds Collide. We are still in Houston. I'm going to explain it later on, obviously, for the Cruiserweight title match and for the main event, which is Undisputed Era versus Imperium. But basically, pretty much, I've had to cut them all up and do them in different orders because the arenas have been annoying today. We'll go to the Royal Rumble tomorrow as well, so hopefully nothing goes awry in that. But anyway, Trent, Swerve, and Tyler Bate. I'm pretty sure their entrance is the wrong way around, but at this point, it's just after midnight, and I don't care. I want to get these done. So they're gonna get done. I suppose it doesn't really matter too much which way it goes. Oh, the build-up, yeah. Just reminded myself. I've read this build up about 10 times today. I should know it off by heart. 2 of the most influential tag teams in NXT and NXT UK will square off at WWE Worlds Collide on January 25th when Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa reform DIY to battle NXT UK's Moustache Mountain. The match came about after Gargano rescued Ciampa from a beatdown at the hands of the Undisputed Era on the January 15th edition of NXT, leading the Brits to issue a challenge via Twitter, which Gargano and Ciampa were very happy to accept. DIY's roots in NXT go back to 2015 when they joined forces to enter the inaugural Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and won over the hearts of the NXT universe. Gargano and Ciampa went on to be one of the most beloved teams in NXT history, thanks in part to the incredible competition with the revival over the NXT Tag Team Championships. rivalry culminated at NXT TakeOver Toronto back in 2016, where they won the titles in a thrilling 2 out of 3 falls match. Trent Seven and Tyler Bate have perhaps been the heart and soul of NXT UK, dating back to their participation in the WWE United Kingdom Championship Tournament in 2017, which Bate won. Moustache Mountain have gone on to represent NXT UK around the world. There's no great example of their dedication to the brand in their home country than on June 19th, 2018, when they defeated the Undisputed Era in London's Royal Albert Hall to win the NXT Tag Team Championship. And now these two tandems are set to battle as NXT and NXT UK go head to head on Royal Rumble weekend. Here comes former NXT champion. In fact, both members of DIY are former NXT champions.
Menacing. And that's just
but not only that,
when it comes to Tommaso
Tyler
Ciampa.
Bate is a
Talk about
former
guy who's only out for one thing and one thing only. Himself.
UK champion.
Usually I'd point out how you say that like it's a bad thing in this business, Sax, but when it comes to Ciampa, you might actually have a point for once. The lights may be on, but I'm not sure anyone's home.
All that's left inside is his drive to be at the top by any means.
This is a dream tag team match, if ever you've seen one, obviously, and it will take an absolute ton of punishment to put one of these teams away. Johnny Gargano are going to square off against Tyler Bate to begin this, and collar and elbow and a draw.
Perhaps for another instant classic of a match.
Well, instant classics.
And now this time Tyler Bate wins a tie-up, goes behind Gargano. Gargano going behind Tyler Bate, taking him down. Bate, the headlock counter, and well, get back up and headlocking Gargano, taking him down to a headlock. Gargano fighting off, head scissors, and Gargano wins the early battle there between those two men. And we're going to see it again here. No, Tyler Bate goes with Gargano, but Gargano not giving up. Bate wins again. Goes behind Gargano. Gargano once again taking over Bate into a snapmare headlock and throwing away the former NXT UK champ. Looking for a move, but Bate quick. Gargano also pretty quick. And a back suplex, and Gargano wins the early battle here in this match.
I honestly believe that Johnny Gargano is one of the most technically gifted superstars.
Michinoku driver to Bate early on. Will that do it early for DIY? Absolutely not.
They call him Johnny Wrestling for a reason.
You know what they also call him, Cole? Johnny Failure. See?
Seven being tagged in by Bate.
A tag at this point can change the whole complexion.
And Seven immediately caught by Gargano, who takes him into DIY's corner. Now, Ciampa and Gargano going to work together. Down on the knee. And a foot to the side of the head by Ciampa. And a headlock to take down Trent Seven. Full body weight is indeed applied. Corey Graves is correct. Trent Seven got a whole weight of Tommaso Ciampa on him. And DIY with a strong start here. Spinning face to Ciampa. Ciampa catches the boot. And power bomb to Seven. If I sound a bit quieter than what I did in some of the other matches, obviously it's in random order now. I've just been recording them in any way I can because it's pretty late. My parents try to sleep. I would like to sleep personally as well, but I want to get these matches done so I have enough time to do the Rumble ones tomorrow as well. Seven rolling senton to Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa suplex, no, yes, takeover. And Ciampa has taken over here on Seven. And watch Tommaso Ciampa thinking nothing because Seven with the elbow to reverse. Into the corner now goes Tommaso. The hands of Trent Seven. Ciampa reverses and a knee strike. And now tagging in Johnny Gargano. team you might never think you'd see together again. Well, got back together again. This time, Gargano intercepting Moustache Mountain member, keeping Trent 7 in, and Samoan driver. Early cover in the 1x7. And Bate going to be on the receiving end of a DDT on the apron by Gargano. And here in Houston, crowd are going crazy for DIY. And now what's Gargano thinking on the bigger man of Moustache Mountain? Nothing, because 7 reverses. And a drop kick. Of course, Gargano the faster man here, and that's proving to be a struggle for 7 to keep up with. Michinoku driver. Ciampa versus Bate. Chop misses. Tyler Bate has got Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa sends Bate over the top. Bate straight back up. And catches Ciampa here. I think it's going to be airplane spin time. It is indeed.
It's going to be interesting who comes up on top early on in this contest.
Now he spins him the other way.
You know, there's just so much at stake for these teams in this match. A win in this one is absolutely huge.
And is that going to do it here, perhaps, with DIY? Bate to cover on Ciampa. And Ciampa kicks out at 1. 7 recovering on the outside. Tyler Bate, step up enziguri. Reversal by Ciampa. I'm not sure what Bate was thinking, but the crowd were getting hyped for it.
It looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
Takedown by Ciampa, and just right hands cannoning off the face of Tyler Bate. And we're going to see another double team, possibly from DIY perhaps. I think that's what Ciampa's thinking. Into the corner now is Bate. Tag to Gargano.
This precision teamwork.
Drops down an elbow, drop by Gargano.
You have to think these competitors expected this to be a difficult challenge.
Spinning fist, misses. The kick to stomach doesn't. Over the top. Swinging. Inverted neckbreaker, I guess. I'm not really sure what you call that. And now working on the abdomen of the first ever United Kingdom champion. Speaking of which, the other United Kingdom champion, who's the current one, is in tonight's main event. As Imperium square off in an 8-man tag match against the Undisputed Era. Which faction will remain dominant, or become dominant, I should say. Bate fights off Gargano. Hip toss. Gargano reverses.
Great technical know-how on display.
Roll through into a kick. And also, I've said earlier I'm quieter because my parents are sleeping. I'm also ready to sleep. I'm very tired.
Simply said, this is going to be a great match.
I might put the video together tomorrow and just go to sleep, to be honest. So this will be a video that's all out of order because all the matches have to be recorded out of order. So I apologise for that. Hopefully the same case doesn't occur tomorrow for the Royal Rumble. Suplex blocked by Gargano. Now Gargano calling Tyler Bate to his feet.
This could be big.
And he's taking him down. Samoan driver.
Will jar your spine.
What's Gargano thinking here? Off the ropes. Swinging tornado DDT. Gargano sending Bate into the ropes. I think you know what's covered here if you're a Gargano fan. Lawn dart into the turnbuckle.
Bate is really taking a pounding.
He's running on fumes right now. It might be smart for him
I think
to
Gargano.
make a tag.
Oh no, it's turned around. Bate misses the dropkick, but Gargano's groggy in the corner. Right hand by Bate.
What a shot.
And tagging in 7. Double back body drop by Moustache Mountain, and 7 may have Gargano here. Oh, suplex. Chimeraplex, perhaps you could call it. I think that's what it's called anyway. Gargano. On his back, I guess. 7 covering him, and Gargano gets up.
Always having his opponent well scouted.
Uppercut. Gargano blocks and takes down 7 with a hip toss. And now the abdominal stretch on Trent 7. We had it on Tyler Bate earlier. Will 7 be able to break out? Not yet. Gargano stretching 7 out as much as he can. More pressure on the abdomen, the better for Gargano. Trying to ground the bigger man on Moustache Mountain is a smart idea. Right hand by 7. Across the ring goes Gargano. Drop kick avoided by 7. Reversal by Gargano. Now Gargano taking it all. Going to the well as much as he can here. Sorry, not taking it all, he's delivering it all. Superplex. These two are going to tear each other apart, despite the respect they have for each other, I think.
Wow, let's see that again.
And the count begins for both Gargano and 7. And in the ring, Gargano throws Trent 7. It's going to be a cover from Johnny Wrestling. And it's broken up by Bate. Ciampa coming in though. And taking Bate out of the equation. And Gargano finishing off the job. Trent 7's part of Tyler Bate back up to his feet straight away though. And maybe imploring that 7 should tag him in. Hip toss. And a tagging now from Gargano to Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa now versus Trent 7. Torture rack. Power bomb. 7 kicks out as Gargano intercepts Trent 7. And Gargano getting involved. And Ciampa going to have to bait here. It's just an all-out brawl now between Moustache Mountain and DIY Air Raid Siren Platt and Tyler Bate. And this could be the beginning of the end. Will 7 be able to withstand the fairy tale ending? Oh, it's turned around. What a reversal by 7. And a pile driver on Ciampa on the neck as well. And Ciampa fighting out as if it's nothing. I think it was like though, it's got to his neck perhaps. Reversal by Ciampa. And what's this, the armbar from the DIY days. Bending the arm as much as he can. Bate breaking it up again. That's the problem with this. You're going to have to take out the other man. You're going to get a victory here.
Listen to this place. It's unreal.
Into the corner.
The level in here right now is breaking glass.
7 sending Ciampa across. Chops by Trent 7. And you've got to think Tyler Bate wants in here, but 7 not bringing him in, at least not yet anyway. Suplex by Trent 7 now, and what's he got to be thinking here? Whatever it's thought was, it was blocked by Ciampa. And Ciampa wants Tyler Bate to come in. because then he can do this. And Bate set into 7. And will Tyler Bate feel fairy tale and perhaps not just yet? Tyler Bate with a reversal. Tommaso Ciampa was thinking of it quite then. Regardless, hip toss or arm drag, whatever you want to call it, whatever it's called, it's been done to Bate and face first. Goes the first ever UK champ. The arm now caught by Ciampa and a suplex. Bate still getting up. And a power bomb. Tyler Bate, 7 was coming in, but Bate kicked out. Gargano was ready to intercept as well. And you got to remember that Tyler Bate will take a lot of punishment. And what's Gargano thinking here? Calling the first ever UK champion up to his feet. Uh-oh.
Up and over.
DDT. Gargano might have been looking for a suplex. Bate wasn't taking any chances. Elbow smash. Bate caught a DDT.
The WWE Universe is showing their appreciation for the
Gargano, oh, reverse Frankensteiner.
These superstars' efforts are not
Now calling up Tyler Bate.
Oh, it's going to be great. Look at this.
Planting Bate face first into the mat. Will that do the job here for DIY? Trent 7 breaking up. I think Bate was going to kick out anyway. 7 just making sure, of course. Up and down. Tyler Bate and Trent 7. I'd say DIY have been in control, but Moustache might have had their moments. For being completely honest here. Being completely objective. Tyler Bate bringing Gargano back in with a suplex. What's Tyler Bate thinking? Suplex by Bate. Taken over by Gargano. Bate doesn't care. He's going to apply Gargano with a brain buster. And these two teams putting everything on for their fans here. Bate missing his rolling kick. Missing the clothesline. He must be dazed for all the punishment he's took. Gargano's equally dazed. Bate doesn't even know where he's aiming right now, and Gargano's going to take advantage of that. Belly to back from Gargano. Gargano sends Bate out the corner. The kick, drop kick to the back. Now, Gargano, you gotta wonder what he's thinking. He's given everything and more in this match, and neither Bate nor 7 have stayed down as of yet. Slingshot spear, will that do the trick? Kick out by Tyler Bate. 7 was thinking of coming in. We need to try and neutralize Trent 7. Bate going for the rolling kick. Gargano reversing. Front face lock. The right hand sends Gargano down. And a drop kick to the, oh sorry, just normal kick to the back I should say. Sends him further down. And what is Tyler Bate thinking here? Deadlifting Gargano after everything. The suplex. I'm so glad I finally got to do this match, even if it was not the way I wanted to originally. Right hand. And Gargano now sending Bate through for a Hurricane Rana. And this is a dream match in itself. Johnny Gargano versus Tyler Bate. But we're getting the teams over the top. But once again, he's going to plant Bate. Bate straight back up. I don't think Gargano expected that. Uppercut from Bate. Bate following in with a clothesline. And Moustache may have found a way back in to a match that they were most definitely out of. Step up enziguri. Kicks to the back now. Ciampa getting frustrated. Gargano can't fight back. This time he does. Right hand once again. I think he's going to go for the Hurricane Rana again. I don't know if Tyler Bate's countered it this time. No, he hasn't. Hurricane Rana. Tyler Bate reversing Gargano. Right hand blocked. I think you know what's coming. Lawn dart. And that has got to do it.
He's got him covered.
That will definitely do it for Tyler Bate. Seven got enough time to come in and break it up. Oh. Seven jumping out of the way. Gargano's super kick. Just so Seven can't get involved. Gargano with a slingshot DDT. Tyler Bate. Snap suplex into a cover by Gargano. Will this do it? Tyler Bate kicking out and Gargano going to go for it. The super kick to Tyler Bate.
A much needed big move.
The ropes. Saving Tyler Bate, and now Tommaso Ciampa. Or Gargano wanted to tag Ciampa in, but Ciampa's exhausted, just watching, I think. And will it be fairy tale ending time, do you think? Perhaps. It looks as if it's going to be a fairy tale ending.
No man does that better. Did you guys feel that too?
And Bate still kicks out.
You're shocked, Cole. We all thought that was it.
Ciampa's in disbelief. Doesn't know what to do. That was his home run shot. And the first ever UK champion has just kicked out of it. He is literally in shock. Going up to Gargano, what do you got to do to beat this man? And Ciampa's got to stay on. Tyler Bate here, or it could fall apart. Air raid siren neck breaker. Will that do it? I just don't know what it's going to take. Tyler Bate with a clothesline from straight out of nowhere. Brain buster after the pile driver in this from Ciampa is going to be horrible. He's getting straight back up again. And Bate delivered a snap suplex. Moustache Mountain trying to make the most of their advantage here. Step up, enziguri. And Tyler Bate methodically wearing down Ciampa. It took too long. And Tommaso Ciampa could take advantage of Bate fights back. And now these two just countering the hell out of each other. Right hand by Ciampa. Bate sends Ciampa over the top rope. A right hand. Gargano wants to interfere but doesn't. Or does he? Johnny Gargano drop kicks Tyler Bate. And Johnny helping out Ciampa here into the post. Goes Tyler Bate. And are DIY really going to do it by count out? These two proud athletes. It might be what it takes to keep Tyler Bate down. And Ciampa with a cheap shot to 7. Speaking of 7, that's what the count's on. Is Bate gonna make it? He makes it back in at 8. Shot off the ropes. In comes Bate, who's absolutely exhausted. He's taking a shit ton of punishment. They collide into each other, but Ciampa catches with a German suplex. No bloody way. And Gargano and Ciampa spent trying to keep Tyler Bate down. And Johnny Gargano has an idea, I think, here. Just keep battering the hell out of Bate, I think is the idea. Enziguri avoided by Bate. Kick to the stomach by Gargano. If he keeps making Bate run, smart idea is step up Enziguri, well, just an Enziguri in general. And what does Gargano or Ciampa have to do to keep one of these Moustache Mountain boys down? I don't know, but Bate fighting back.
He's fading, guys. That corner is the only thing keeping him upright.
And Bate sending Gargano back to his own corner. Ciampa tagging in. That's a smart maneuver. Or was it? Oh, indeed. Gargano's out. I can't switch back to Ciampa. That was a bit weird. He wouldn't switch back for a second there. Ciampa not going to be able to do anything. Hurricane Runner by Bate. This might be the last gasp effort from Moustache Mountain.
There's no way around it. A tag is vital at this point in the match.
What's it going to be? Knife edge chop to Ciampa. And Bate, I think he wants to do it on his own. 7 may be asking, begging, pleading for a tag.
Oh no, we've got a problem here, guys.
Bate, second rope DDT. Bate just thinking now, what's it going to take? Is he going to apply the finishing touch? It looks as if it's going to be that way. Oh, Tyler Driver 97. And Ciampa kicks out of the Tyler Driver somehow after everything.
Tommaso Ciampa taking full advantage.
Right hand.
A series of moves.
Bate catches Ciampa in a powerbomb similar to the one Ciampa delivered earlier.
Oh, read him there. And Tommaso Ciampa slips out of harm's way.
Bate's been in for a very long time, but he's still fighting on.
Lightning back reflexes.
And Ciampa cheered.
Comes in off the tag.
And 7 here. I think Bate wanted to keep going, but 7 tags himself in, and this could be the end for Moustache Mountain. Ciampa splashes them both. And Bate now still in the ring, but not the legal man. And the armbar to Tyler Bate.
Going for something else,
like I said, not the legal man.
He knows something that we don't, Cole. Why else would he just let him out of that hole?
And 7 now. What is Ciampa thinking?
What's this going to be?
Double team effort once again. Try to take out Tyler Bate, but he won't leave. Duplex. Bate still fighting on. They're going to make sure he's off the apron and out of the way.
Gargano propels himself into the DDT off the apron.
Gargano's still stuck on Bate. And now 7 to take advantage. Spine buster. Gargano and 7 giving absolutely everything for their teams here. Big spinning elbow there by 7. I'm sorry some of these matches got really long, but when it's some of the talent that's been in the matches tonight, can you really expect anything else? 7 just slowing down the pace. Better pace for him.
Absolutely has to make a tag here.
Gargano in trouble.
Welcome to Moustache Mountain. The
7-star lariat.
Chance he was looking for. Johnny Gargano is just getting overwhelmed.
Ciampa getting involved. Try to give Gargano enough time to get back up. Tyler Bate sent off the apron. And 7 is in prime position. Super kick.
Good night, nurse.
Even more devastating this time.
1, 2. Are you kidding me?
You gotta be kidding me.
What does it take?
You know when Gargano gets rolling like this, it's so hard to stop him.
Gargano feeding off the energy of the WWE Universe.
Gargano coming back as my headset messes up. Final burst perhaps for DIY. Probably wondering what they have to do. Gargano. You gotta wonder what's going through his head.
Looking for more damage here.
Dropping 7.
Heavy duty.
Tyler Bate sent off the apron once again, and will this do it this time?
It's locked.
Crossface
To
attempt.
get the upper hand.
Seven breaks out. I don't even know how to put one of these guys away.
And Gargano showing such creativity.
7 with the power. Gargano with the speed. Proves to be a very even match right now.
Gargano dodged that one.
And to the middle of the ring now. Gargano. Thinking Gargano escaped perhaps. He was blocked by 7. Gargano with a knee.
Dangerous situation.
7 sent into the DIY corner and Ciampa comes back in. What's going on here? Knee and an enziguri. And a suplex into the cover.
Yeah, but he's hurt, guys.
What is it gonna take? Tyler Bate sent off the apron, and what the hell are DIY thinking now? Oh, Tommaso Ciampa blocked by 7.
And now that one's countered.
Third around. Block.
Seems like we're back where we
7.
began, Michael.
Blocked by Ciampa. It's tiring just watching this match. Takeover. This isn't a takeover. This is Worlds Collide. And if this is the results we're getting, I'm happy for the Worlds to collide a little bit more. Ciampa is utterly spent.
Hard right hand. What are we going to see here? Uh-oh.
So I'm saying if you want to come in Bate, you can come in the hard way. And a small package, it might be all it takes.
What's it going to take to keep
Seven
him
still
down?
fighting out. Even I'm tired now.
Uh-oh.
Power bomb. Blocked. Right hand.
Ciampa taking full advantage.
Ciampa with the right of his own, blocked by 7. You've got to give Moustache Mountain men credit. They are fighters. It may take a count out just to keep these men down. Ciampa wants war with everyone, we already know that. Avoiding the knees Bate though. DDT plants Ciampa. Seven.
And Tommaso Ciampa
Right when the count was 7. 7 got back up and tried to attack me. Ciampa's going to get the suplex, I think, here.
textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
Tyler Bate going to get attacked again. He didn't even do anything this time.
Uh-oh. Spiking DDT. Caught him right in the jaw. Whoa, what a shot.
Gargano not quite in position, I don't think quite ready. What Ciampa was thinking. He is now. And we're going to see an old classic.
Setting him up. Ooh, so glad I bet on him to win.
Meeting in the middle.
Tips of Tommaso Ciampa.
And if that doesn't put it away, I don't know what will.
Undoubtedly on the same page tonight.
Knee smash, super kick combo.
Shoulders are down. Oh, no, I thought it was over.
Grief, this is chaotic.
I'm not playing as either. Oh no, I am. I'm playing this.
Back up. He's taking it up top.
That's confusing.
Look out.
Splash. That was confusing for a second there. I thought I wasn't playing as either of them.
Johnny wrestling.
I was trying to get Tyler Bate out of the way.
Slingshot DDT from the apron. Oh, what a clothesline.
I literally can't end this match if I wanted to right now.
Also there.
And I do want to. Oh, it's short match. She's still got bed and still got another 8-man tag to do.
Devastating elbow.
Spinning face, or spinning elbow, whatever you want to call it at this point. I don't care. I'm tired. 7 going up top. Interesting strat.
Here we go.
And it connects. So I have a reversal point. Am I even playing Gargano? Okay, good. Making sure. 7 going for it again.
All the way for the top. Oh,
And that, I'm not going to lie, that reversal came up quite late there. 7 going to try and one last ditch attempt possibly. Suplex into a cover.
talk about a bad landing. 2.
And that'll do it. Holy Christ. Moustache Mountain get the victory.
That match might go down as one of the
I'm
best
not even mad that I
matches in
couldn't kick out,
WWE
because at that
history.
point I just want the thing to end.
He ain't messing around.
What I wanted was I wanted to do DIY's finisher
Man, oh man, look at that.
and then win off of that. But you can't always get what you want, I suppose, and Moustache Mountain have beaten DIY.
Here are your winners, Tyler Bate.
What a match. Tyler Bate's been cleaned up and Moustache Mountain are going to celebrate as they've just beaten one of the best teams and 2 of the best singles wrestlers in NXT history.
Tag teams beware. These two guys are
legit. Well, that was indeed a great match.
I'll be slightly honest, I didn't fully try to kick out because I thought Ciampa was going to come in and break it up, but he couldn't get there in time, and, well, Moustache about to get the unlikely win, perhaps. We'll see at Worlds Collide. Up next, of course, is the Finn Bálor and Ilja Dragunov match. Could be an interesting one. Alright, so now we've got an intriguing looking match, really, between Finn Bálor and Ilja Dragunov. Ilja Dragunov, obviously, the representative of NXT UK, and Finn Bálor, the representative of NXT. I don't think it needs spelling out, really. But, yeah, pretty much where we're at. I think my stream's working. I'm not sure if it is. But anyway, I'm picking Finn Bálor just purely because he needs the momentum heading in to NXT TakeOver Portland. And because I feel like Finn Bálor has, well, more experience in everything than Ilja Dragunov. I think, pretty much, I think Finn Bálor is just overall, well, he's got more, well, basically he's got more experience. I just think he's going to win, pretty much. Let's get into it. Here comes the Russian from NXT UK, Ilja Dragunov. Eventually. Don't know when.
The following contest
There he is.
scheduled for one fall.
Most
Making his way
seen
to the ring
recent, well, not,
from
well, most thing I know, my last big
weighing
victory
in at
basically
187
is beating Alexander Wolfe in a no disqualifications match. Well, let's get the preview for this one.
Coming up here.
And I can assure you these two superstars have been waiting all day to get their hands on each other.
Try to find the preview. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Struggling. Finn Bálor is poised to take on Ilja Dragunov, and the Superstars of NXT go head-to-head with the Superstars of NXT UK in the battle for brand supremacy at WWE Worlds Collide 2020. NXT's Prince has been on an absolute mission since he returned to the black and gold brand and ignited a chaotic rivalry with Johnny Gargano. Meanwhile, Dragunov has been bringing his unique intensity to the world of NXT UK, most recently joining forces with Gallows in a rivalry against Imperium and defeating that faction's Alexander Wolfe in a brutal no disqualification match. The ruthless Bálor is on the top of his game and will stop at nothing to secure victory, but can he contend with a completely unpredictable, menacing Muscovite? Here comes the Prince. Prince Bálor here in Houston.
Welcome, NXT, to Bálor Club.
The Prince in Houston.
And his opponent from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Bálor!
This man is an enigma with a profound skill set that we have never witnessed
Bálor
before.
still has his share of the fans.
And set to dominate
And that Prince
NXT.
in no mood
A world-renowned superstar.
for Ilja Dragunov.
Former NXT champion, the first ever Universal champion, Finn Bálor, ladies and gentlemen, is for real.
Houston still a fan of the Prince.
An incredible atmosphere when Finn Balor enters the room.
Ilja Dragunov, Finn Balor. Gonna collide here. Will the Prince defeat the menacing Muscovite?
Always fun, Houston, Texas.
Locking the arm behind the back. And Balor, early advantage over Dragunov.
Jockeying for position. And now
Got
it's
the
Finn
gut.
Balor. Here we go with Finn Balor.
Dragunov fought off by Balor. And the Prince picking the arms into a German suplex.
Shoulders down to the count.
Kick out.
He's not giving up that easy. Now with complete control.
But the same again, this time not pinning off it. And it's just going to be a punishing match between both these men. Very physical matchup it's going to be. It's going to be hard to be honest, who's going to find out who's going to be more physical. Knee to the head of Ilja Dragunov. Balor going for a boot. Dragunov catches Balor. Uranagi slam. An NXT UK man could put up more of a fight than we expected here.
And there's the reversal from Finn Balor.
Suplex blocked by Dragunov. He knows what's coming at this point.
Like nobody's budging, Cole.
Snapmare takedown from the Russian. I can't remember what it says. Menacing Muscovite or Muscovite. I don't want to get it wrong, so I just got to call him the Russian. Ilja Dragunov's foot is caught. Dragon screw leg whip by Finn Balor.
Extraordinary elusivity.
Balor's going to want to soften up his opponent's midsection to prepare for
Of
the coup de
Balor
grace off the top
in
rope.
just 3 weeks' time going to be taking on Johnny Gargano at NXT TakeOver Portland.
In the corner, he can get the momentum and the advantage he needs.
Oh no! Face first goes Dragunov.
When the Irishman pops the collar on his black leather jacket, the world is preparing to witness an
Turning him
enigma
round.
like no other
Off the
in
ropes
sports
comes Balor.
entertainment.
German suplex. And the Prince
Finn Balor needs to
in
dial back some of
absolute
that Irish
control
charm right
here
about now.
of the NXT UK representative Ilja Dragunov. But Dragunov trying to fight back. Arm drag.
Looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
He's in control.
Again going for the arms. Going for cover. So I've got hiccups. Tiger suplex by Balor does not keep Dragunov down. Dragunov's had his fair share of offense so far, but Balor has just been the controller of this match. Bringing him out before mercilessly bringing him back in with a suplex. And this could be a short one if the Prince has anything to do with it. Hauling the menacing Muscovite to his feet.
That I never wanted to do. I wanted to chase a dream. I wanted to work my way.
Reversal by Dragunov. Balor might have been looking for that inverted DDT. Elbow by Dragunov. Balor taking the rush to the outside off the ropes. Comes Finn. Sending him to the outside. And Balor now. Top rope.
Here we go.
Hurricane Rana to Ilja Dragunov. And Balor.
Situations like this usually don't end very pleasantly.
Was thinking about set up powerbomb, but just playing around with Dragunov, who finally counters. And a boot by Ilja Dragunov. This is a very interesting clash of styles in this match. 5 count. Balor just trying to escape from Dragunov. Going out the other side. Dragunov looking just to punish Balor. I don't think he cared about the count. Bálor just trying to make some room for himself here.
The tension, the drama. This is electric.
Catching Dragunov as he came in. Reversal by Ilja Dragunov. Another reversal by Bálor.
It's like they're both somehow
Out the
one step
corner.
ahead of each other.
Sunset flip, powerbomb. Well, sunset flip, not really a powerbomb in the end of it. Can't really call that powerbomb. Sunset powerbomb looks a bit more powerful, really. Bálor
Finn Bálor is larger than
in
life
control once again. Ilja Dragunov had a bit of a run there, but the Prince, like I said, had more experience, and it's showing through. Dragunov with a kick to the arm, interesting maneuver.
Another counter right across the face.
And off the ropes, Bálor sends Dragunov, drop down, leapfrog, sling blade, and Finn, top rope, elbow. Will Dragunov be done?
And you can debate
No,
whether
he
or
gets
not
a
that would have been
shoulder
the
up.
Interesting decision there.
And Finn, like I said, looking for momentum heading in to take over Portland.
This is the mark.
Blocked by Dragunov. And then blocked again by Bálor. These two counter each other's styles very, very well here. Dragunov sends Bálor back to the corner though. Uh-oh. Clothesline. Sending Bálor to the mat. And Dragunov looking to follow up. Working on the arm. Just going to limit the possibility of the 1960 being connected by Finn. It's exactly what Dragunov needs to do, really. Right hand block with the knee. Turning Dragunov around. And Finn connects, inverted DDT. Black finish off the Russian here. We're going for a cover. 1, 2. It won't be it just yet.
That's pure power, guys.
Dragunov, if anything, has shown in his short time in the WWE, he can take a lot of punishment. Right hand takes down Dragunov. Bálor thinking about it, then deciding against it. Suplex catches Dragunov. Down he goes. And the Prince in utter control. Like he wants to be in this match, I would say. Welcome, Triple Joker, to the stream. Thank you for the sparks. Dragunov intercepting Bálor. Off the ropes, but Bálor fights back. Oh, a takedown by Dragunov. Interesting combination of moves. And will that be it for the Prince? Not quite yet. A very intriguing style here from Dragunov. And what is Ilja Dragunov thinking? Bálor moving into position, getting up. I don't know what the Muscovite's thinking. Oh, he hits the mat and a drop kick counter by Bálor. And that's why he is the Prince. He is a veteran and he's going for the double stomp. Coup de grace.
Opportunity is his for the taking.
And Finn Bálor might have just secured the victory.
Coup de grace by Finn Bálor.
On full display.
And will that spell the story for this match? Will that do the job? Do the deed? No, it won't, because Bálor doesn't want to end it yet. Jawbreaker from Finn. He is just wanting to punish Dragunov here. Maybe looking or thinking of maybe trying to make Dragunov an example for when he faces Gargano. Boot up by Bálor into the opposite corner. And now Dragunov is going to be perched on the top. And what a match he's meant to put it on here. What a clinic. And we're going to see it again, face first. And that might do the trick, to be completely honest with you. Dragunov, prone on the mat. Bálor going for cover. 1, 2. Dragunov fights out again. And Bálor has got to be losing it. Bálor's got to be unhappy here. He's looking under the ring for a weapon. A chair perhaps. Just dropping it. I don't know what Bálor has planned here. Dragunov putting a stop to it. Bálor fighting back. Forearm drop kick. Fans here applauding this match. Maybe not applauding the man in control though. Spinning heel kick by Bálor. What's Bálor thinking of that chair? You gotta wonder. Oh, throw it to the ropes. Once again, Bálor just controlling Dragunov here. Sending him over the ropes. Oh, it's not what I think, is it? Bálor's not thinking what I'm thinking he's thinking. Dragunov reversing, possibly for his own good.
Too quick to catch him there.
There's no way Bálor's thinking 1916 on the outside. Surely Uranagi by Dragunov. The chair's still perched there. Four count.
Inside the ring now.
Bálor breaking the count. And he's just waiting for Dragunov. And Bálor gonna catch him. 1916 down on the chair. And it's exactly what we thought he was gonna do. Dragunov laid out on the chair with the 1916. And Ilja Dragunov is out for the count. And Finn Bálor can chill now. 5 count on Dragunov, who's getting to his feet, but the Prince feels like he's got it anyway. Referee telling Dragunov to get back in if he can, and he can. But Bálor meeting him at the pass, and I don't think it's going to be much longer now for Dragunov. Double, shotgun drop kick I should say. Going for the double stomp once again. Will Finn Bálor have Dragunov's number? No, counter. Arm drag though by Bálor. And this could potentially go for a while, these two beating the hell out of each other. Forearm by Bálor. Once again out the corner. Sunset flip.
This building is rocking right now.
And it's just power moves now. One big power move for one of these men will probably keep the other down. Knee to the head. Pick it up, Dragunov. Bálor off the ropes. And a drop kick straight to the face. And Bálor now absolutely exhausted here. He's going for the elbow anyway. And a cover by the Fighting Irishman, but will that do it? What is he made of? Bálor is absolutely spent. Dragunov's body's got to be wrecking in pain. Just all pain flowing through his body, no redeeming quality really. Neck breaker. Will Dragunov end the match right here? Not quite yet. Blocked by Bálor. The Prince intercepting Dragunov. Back in comes the mauling, menacing Muscovite. And Bálor going to go for the home run shot again. Double stomp. 1, 2, Dragunov still fighting out. But if Balor's going to win this, he's going to have to take advantage straight away, and that's exactly what he's planning on doing here. Finn Balor, 19-16.
Just like he envisioned. This is Finn Balor's match now.
Somehow, Dragunov kicking out of all the punishment, including the double stomp off the top rope. But in the end, I think it's going to be that's going to be that pretty much with a 19-16. And Balor, smart enough to cover, so he's blocking Dragunov's attempts to get the ropes. And the Prince is victorious. We'll see here some highlights in the match. Hopefully they'll not be useless highlights. Okay, that was a useless one. But there was a kick outside where we thought possibly Dragunov may have this. Balor, the counter in there. I think it was some sort of a powerbomb attempt. And then an inverted DDT, but what finished it off was a 19-16. We won't see that, but we'll see Dragunov trying to hit any move he can. But in the end, the Prince is victorious, and he's not done either. Wants to send a statement here to Johnny Gargano, his rival, I should say, for TakeOver Portland. Right hand, kicking him down. Ilja Dragunov and Finn Balor have just been through a brutal war here. And Finn Balor came out victorious, but he doesn't need to do this. Inverted DDT on the outside. And now Finn Balor calling up Dragunov, and you've got to know what he's thinking. He's already hit one on a chair, he's already hit one in the ring, but he's going to do it again. And Dragunov's head's got to be scrambled. It's a 19-16 by Finn Balor. And the Prince sits atop his throne tonight. Anyway, up next, I believe it is the Cruiserweight Fatal 4-Way, as Angel Garza defends against Isaiah Swerve Scott from NXT, Travis Banks from NXT UK, and I believe the last one is Jordan Devlin from NXT UK as well. So I'll see you very, very soon, very shortly I should say, for that. Alright, here we are with the Cruiserweight Championship Fatal 4-Way match. I've got a bit of explaining to do, but basically I've been doing all the matches in different orders because some of them have been working in Universe mode and some of them haven't. You'll find out as we go through. Obviously I've done some matches ahead of this. I've done the women's title match already. I've just moved them around. I'm going to edit them together in the way they were meant to go in the first place. But pretty much, yeah. If you haven't guessed by this point, then there you go. I'll explain it in the tag match as well, because even the tag match is before this, so you'll hear it in the tag match first. But anyway, basically it is still Worlds Collide predictions, but Universe mode won't let me do multiple man matches for some reason in the Worlds Collide arena, and there's no guarantee this will work either on the exhibition mode in the NXT arena. But I need to try and find a way to get all the matches done because it is getting quite late and I want to get them done. So okay, Angel Garza, of course, the Cruiserweight champion, defending against Isaiah Swerve Scott from NXT, and Travis Banks and Jordan Devlin from NXT UK. Now, I've gone with the champion here because I don't think they're going to move it to NXT UK. And well, maybe they could have gone with Isaiah Swerve Scott, and they maybe still will. I wanted to play as Garza mainly, if I'm being honest. I want to but mess about with his moveset. Like I said, there's no guarantee it'll work on exhibition mode. I don't know if it's a universe mode thing or a custom wrestler thing or what's going on with this game, to be honest. Except the fact that it's a broken mess, but I'll try it like this, and if it doesn't work like this, I'll just have to do 3 matches and explain the others 3 in the description. For some reason, it will only let me do singles matches on Universe mode, so there we go. Go get the build up.
The WWE Cruiserweight Championship.
If I can find it.
Introducing the challenger from Tacoma,
I might actually have closed it by accident.
Weighing in at 201 pounds, Isaiah Scott.
Get ready, guys. We
I
have
think I have.
WWE Cruiserweight Championship action coming up.
And look at this crowd, Cole. I don't think there's a single person in their seat. That's how excited they are for this.
Hold on, bear with me. Let me just find it. Hopefully I find it before the game crashes, if the game crashes. I'm hoping it doesn't now that I put it in exhibition mode, but who knows? Can only pray. Anyway, the preview's here. If it actually stops coming up with adverts and lets me click on the damn thing. Hold on a second here. Okay, it seems to be working for now. Anyway, it's let me do a second entrance. It wouldn't let me get past Swerve Scott's entrance on Universe mode, so I may have to do it like this for the other 3 matches.
Weighing in at 180 pounds.
I'll go 2 matches after this as well, I should say. The multi-man matches of the card will have to be done like this. I'll explain at the start of each multi-man match, so don't worry about it. NXT Cruiserweight Champion Angel Garza will defend his title in a fatal 4-way match at WWE Worlds Collide on Saturday, January 25th during Royal Rumble weekend in Houston, Texas. Garza's challengers will include Isaiah Swerve Scott, who defeated Leo Rush and Tyler Breeze. Jordan Devlin, who's on the screen now as you can see, who defeated Ligero, and Travis Banks, who defeated the Brian Kendrick. Not a lot of build to it, that's pretty much it. Nice little cruiserweight match. It's not going to be on the pre-show for a change. Here comes the 3rd man in the equation. The Kiwi Buzzsaw, Travis Banks. Either Devlin or Banks looking to take the Cruiserweight Championship to NXT UK, and they very well could.
The challenger from New York, weighing in at 198 pounds.
Remember, guys, the title is on the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might just be the night the title changes hands.
All right. So we've got the Irish Ace. We've got the Swerve Man. I don't know what his actual nickname is. We've got the Swerve. We've got the Kiwi Buzzsaw. There's missing one man who I don't know the nickname of. There is one name I do know about him though. The name that we know is NXT Cruiserweight Champion. And here he comes, Angel Garza.
From Monterrey, Mexico, weighing in at 205 pounds. He is the WWE Cruiserweight Angel Garza.
Corey, what do you think of the champ's
The
chances
Cruiserweight
here
Angel Karzak coming down to the ring with his Cruiserweight.
It seems like everybody's ready to write the champ's demise, but not me.
Fatal 4-way rule supply, of course. First man to get a pin or submission will walk out of Houston with the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Angel Garza defending once again against Isaiah Swerve Scott, Travis Banks, and Jordan Devlin.
Big as it gets, am I right, Byron? 100%, Michael. The opposition comes into this match.
It's getting quite late now, so I want to get these matches done. I still want to be good matches, so I won't rush them. I just want to get them done, so I can edit this video, go to bed, because it's Friday night, and it is 11:10. NXT chants around the arena. Of course, this is the World's Collide predictions. I've just had to do, if you're just tuning in, of course, to the stream, I had to do it like this, because the World's Collide arena doesn't want to work with multi-man matches. So here is where we are. I will explain it in the description as well, for anyone who isn't aware. But anyway. Here we go, interesting spectacle here.
Cruiserweight Championship on the line. What can we expect?
And Angel Garza and Isaiah Swerve Scott going straight to NXT UK, guys. Garza with a chop to the chest of the Irish Ace. And Swerve. Oh, look at his speed Pele kick. And now, Garza switching his attention. He's going to try and slow down one of his challengers here with a DDT. An early cover attempt. Broken up by Travis Banks. Another buzzsaw in the clutches of Angel Garza. Oh. Travis Banks dropped as Isaiah and Jordan Devlin get involved. Swerve and the Irish Ace to the outside as the champion. Puts a Kiwi Buzzsaw on the top rope, and we're looking for some early big moves here maybe to take out one of these men for good in this match. Back suplex off the top rope by Angel Garza. No disqualifications, of course. Fatal 4-way rules dictate that. No countouts. The real rule is the first man to get pinfall or submission will be NXT Cruiserweight Champion. And in a moment, it looks as if the NXT guys have got the NXT UK guys' number. Working on the arm now is Garza, although Devlin turning around on Swerve on the outside.
Means if it's not nailed to the floor, it can be used as a weapon. It's like you paint a picture with your analysis.
This will be the 4th match on the show, or it should be anyway, if I remember to order these correctly.
They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts. Harsh.
Banks reversing Garza into the corner. Off the turnbuckles and a belly to belly from the Kiwi Buzzsaw, sending Angel Garza the whole way across the ring. Jordan Devlin, the Irish Ace, the backbreaker, really working on the back of Isaiah Swerve Scott. Another suplex, textbook by Garza. I just realized how long the main event's going to take. It's an 8-man tag match and they're going to be trying to break up pins all the time. Uh-oh. Garza dropping Banks on the apron. And Garza looking to maybe save his NXT buddy here, but no help needed. Instead, he's going to go for Swerve Scott with a Hurricane Rana. I think maybe Garza wants to prove why he is NXT Cruiserweight champ. DDT blocked on the outside by Jordan Devlin in the front face, looking on the champion as Banks switches attention to Scott, and Garza's face hits the steps. Double foot stomp by Banks. And Devlin just playing around with the champion. Would not advise to play with your food if you're the Irish Ace, especially if that food is the Cruiserweight champion. And his Irish Ace have listened to anyone though, and it's failed for him. It's backfired for him here as he gets planted. Samoan driver, and now Swerve and Garza in the ring. DDT once again, gonna plant Isaiah Swerve Scott. Jordan Devlin now coming in. Side suplex. And the champion rolling out Poison Rana, or Frankenstein, reverse Frankenstein, sorry. Poison Rana's one that comes off the top rope.
Wrenches the arm.
Scott wrenching the arm and a back kick to the gut. And Scott looking to come back early this match. He's taking a lot of punishment. So any momentum needed is necessary for Swerve to get back into this match with. That made sense. Probably didn't, know me. What is Banks doing? Looks like nothing, cause Devlin has escaped. And Garza with a kick. Banks with a double axe handle. Taking him down out of the corner. Jordan Devlin picking Banks up, and oh, Garza with a horrible landing. Brainbuster now, and it's down to Swerve, Devlin, and the champion in the ring. Devlin goes outside though, and Isaiah Swerve Scott working on the legs of the Cruiserweight champion here, Angel Garza. Elbow by Swerve, across the ring. Goes the champ, reversal. And it could be it here. Calf crusher, ropes, save Swerve and the other competitors. Devlin. I think Garza got some connection, but not really enough. Very risky maneuver, and didn't really pay off as much as I think I'd hoped there. Devlin getting caught. Torture Racket just dropping him. Swerve with a knee there. Holy, what a knee by Swerve Scott. And now NXT men are going after each other. And the NXT UK men going after each other as well. Swerve looking to work on the arm, I believe, of Angel Garza. Travis Banks takes out Jordan Devlin, drop toe hold, chop, reversal into the barricade. And into the other barricade. Garza doesn't rest against it though.
Right to the liver. He's one step ahead there. Great technical know-how.
And a spinning kick once again to Swerve Scott.
Impressive counter.
Banks
Oh, it's locked in.
with a submission. And Garza's got to save his title here, and he does. Not only that, big takes backside back to the suplex. And Devlin with an electric chair. And Angel Garza running the show here at Worlds Collide. And waiting for Swerve to get off the barricade. And he does. And the elbow takes down Isaiah Swerve Scott. A was showing by the Cruiserweight champ. Devlin escaping, coming back in though. And a back suplex. Angel Garza with no stopping right now. And in comes Swerve. Elbow drop, or elbow reverse I should say. Drop kick avoided. Everyone's looking to go after the champion here, I think. Arm taken out. The rope break saves Jordan Devlin this time. Devlin trying to make a comeback in this match. And once again Banks going for that arm. And once again Garza has to save his title. Backbreaker. Devlin going to take advantage of Garza's handiwork. The Uranagi. Kick misses by Garza. German suplex doesn't. And Garza has cleared the ring here. And Devlin could be the next recipient. Have his back off the apron. Devlin down. Swerve and Garza meeting and a spinning kick. Angel Garza making a mockery of his competition right now. And Travis Banks slowly getting out to his feet. How the hell did he jump that far for the crossbody? That is insane. And the Isaiah Swerve Scott caught a DDT. There is no stopping this man right now. There's unless you're Jordan Devlin and you come from behind, but even then it's difficult. Garza is on a mad one. Garza, Devlin, Banks and Scott. And Garza planting the Ushikaroshi on Devlin. And a super kick to Swerve. What a showing by the man who is the NXT Cruiserweight champion. Avoiding Devlin there, went to go for Banks anyway, but it's all good in the hood. Once again, elbow drop. Garza has no stopping, he just continues to go and go and go till he can't go anymore. Bulldog to Swerve. And Angel Garza absolutely bossing this match. Now Travis Banks coming in, but Garza aware, or was he aware?
Great evasion. He's in big trouble.
Double stomp by Banks. Garza to the outside. Cutter by Devlin.
The effects of assaults like this have a way of adding up in a hurry.
Garza's so exhausted from the momentum he's made for himself as well as the punishment he's taken in this match. And it looked like it was going to be the NXT UK men taking on or teaming up on Isaiah Swerve Scott, but it's not looking like the case now. It looks like Banks. Don't know what his plan is here. Picking up Jordan Devlin, and Garza just going to hang around for a bit. He might as well. Back suplex. Garza absolutely dominating here.
This can't bode well.
And here we go once again. Like I said, no stopping for the champ. Suicide dive to Jordan Devlin.
Dangerous but effective. That's
An
what it's
insane display by a man who seems to have limitless stamina. Don't say the word limitless around Roderick Strong.
She's thinking the ring can't contain
Swerve.
her mind here.
Front face lock, Garza intercepts.
What do we got here?
Rolling in through. Power bomb.
Listen to this place. It's deafening in here, Michael.
And how can you slow down Angel Garza? I guess maybe if you all team on him at once, perhaps. Swerve. I'm not sure what he's thinking. But Devlin with the abdominal stretch.
Saw what he had in mind there.
Travis Banks getting out. Try to fight off Swerve here to get involved and make sure my title doesn't get taken as Angel Garza, but these guys really fighting for it. And all credit to Buzzsaw kick. Cover. Intercepted by Garza. Cover again, but Garza not allowing it to happen. And Banks doesn't notice. And apparently Devlin is in big trouble. And I don't know what Devlin and Banks are thinking here. All I'm thinking is maybe getting Swerve back in the action so he doesn't get another signature. Blocked by Isaiah Swerve Scott. The NXT UK men holding the ring while the NXT men hold the outside. It'll be interesting what Banks was thinking there. I think maybe he was thinking suicide dive on Devlin, but Devlin turning it around and he's going to DDT Kiwi Buzzsaw. What a cruiserweight battle we are witnessing. This is awesome, chant, and you can't deny it. DDT once again at the outside to Swerve. Buzzsaw kick by Banks. Spinning heel kick and a cover now on Devlin. Will that do the trick? Devlin fights out. And how on earth is Angel Garza gonna hold on to his title? Moonsault lands on Travis Banks, the Kiwi Buzzsaw. Into the ring as Swerve comes all the way around and gets caught again. No, he doesn't. Reversal takes Angel Garza out.
Great agility there.
And a knee to the back by Banks, and could we see the Kiwi Buzzsaw pick up the title?
They get dangerous out here, especially
Who
when there are
knows?
no countouts.
Right now I don't. Swerve throwing the Cruiserweight champion into the matchup. And what are we going to see from Isaiah Swerve Scott? Pele kick. Backbreaker it looks like from the Irish Ace. Referee with a cover. Broken up by Devlin. And a knee to Jordan Devlin. Banks laid out. Swerve Scott, the only man on his feet. Garza trying to fight back here. And the kick from Isaiah Swerve Scott. Takes down Devlin. But Garza with a Hurricane Run, and Devlin going to be covered now. The other two men are outside. And Devlin still kicking out.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
Garza taking out Travis Banks just as he gets to his feet. Angel Garza is putting a Herculean effort in order to hold on to his title tonight. And if he doesn't, it'll just be a shame for the man. Literally a Herculean effort. Arm bar, just wrenching the arm rather than doing anything serious. Travis Banks sends Garza into the corner. Buzzsaw kick. Swerve for the cover. And the Kiwi Buzzsaw intervenes. Backbreaker. And will it be it here for Scott and Garza? Garza, small package, Banks is up the match. Devlin getting up early. Kick out by Scott, but Devlin was there to pick up anyway. Backbreaker.
Situations like this usually don't end very quickly.
And what's going to happen in this Cruiserweight encounter? You can't call it. I mean, really, you cannot. You can't figure out who's going to be the champ. It could be Swerve Scott. It could be Devlin. It could be Banks. It could be anyone. The ref's down. He's getting back up. Suplex into the turnbuckles. Garza trying to recover.
Check out this power. Are you kidding me?
Banks with the power. Oh, Garza almost came in there. Devlin in the corner. Banks. What's Banks thinking now?
What's he gonna do with it?
This is awesome.
Once more,
And Garza.
the old butterfly, low blow. Good luck breathing after that. Listen to this place. Let's look at this again.
Knees to the face. And that will take out Travis Banks, but Devlin lurking about here. An abdominal stretch from Jordan Devlin. What has Angel Garza got to do to hold on to his Cruiserweight title? This is an insane match. I thought that would finish her there on Banks. Was going to do the trick. Hurricane Rana. Right hand drop kick. And I don't know what it's going to take, if I'm completely honest. Garza, I think, just taking a break after everything he's been through in this match. Smart maneuver, but Banks and Garza. Isaiah Swerve Scott and Jordan Devlin. Stomped by Garza. No boots to the back. Devlin may have Cruiserweight title in his eyesight. Scott picking up Devlin. And what's Swerve thinking? Don't know what he was thinking, but Garza's thinking, I'm going to stop him before he can get my title. Smart maneuver. Backbreaker. Scoop slam. Top rope. Travis Banks throwing Garza to the mat. And Kiwi Buzzsaw may have it in control here. I don't know what he's thinking. Deadlift. Planting. Devlin, Swerve getting back to his feet. Garza getting somewhat close.
Avoiding trouble there.
Garza sitting up.
A striking blow.
And Swerve Scott.
How this is going to end, Byron. It's not going to be good.
What's going on here? Devlin breaking out. I'm not even going to ask what just happened. I don't even know. I don't even know if it makes sense really, but maybe it's just sleep deprivation. Oh no! Submission, armbar attempt on Garza. Is it a submission attempt? I don't know what Swerve's doing here, to be completely honest. He's just working around on the arm. Oh, that gonna help deliver the finisher. Haley kick once again. Great cut by Devlin. Banks fighting Devlin. Scott breaking it up.
Does he not want to win?
This is insanity.
This could mean trouble. Oh my, down with authority.
Boxing the ears is Garza. Like I says, putting a Herculean effort, and Devlin wants some of Swerve. Panama Sunrise by Devlin. Submission. Ropes.
And Michael, I have to question the decision to go for a submission.
He might have been waiting on that one.
Fucking hell, I can't win. I don't think I'm able to. I might have to accept someone else is going to win the title. Devlin, the Irish ace. Puts out Travis Banks. Will that do the trick? Cover by Devlin, and Banks kicks out. These four men are giving, I think, absolutely everything. More than everything, perhaps, in this matchup. And Scott looks like he's going to go back to work on Devlin here. Drive by. Devlin rolling out. Smartest maneuver I've ever seen from him. Knee by Scott. And they might team up on the champion here, to be honest. This is awesome, Chant. Running Swanton. Angel Garza. Knees. Butterfly long blower. I don't know what actual move is called that he uses. But could that spell the end on the long ass Cruiserweight title match? It has been incredible from start to finish. The pin, the 2, and the 3. Bloody hell. What Cruiserweight title defense. I can't be extremely loud because my parents are sleeping and they've got to get up early tomorrow, but Angel Garza just put on the performance of his Cruiserweight life.
Who could forget this?
Highlights from every man in that match. But in the end, the man who came in with a title will be the man who goes home with a title.
Nice win.
Angel Karzak.
And that's how you defend a championship, ladies and gentlemen. You must fight like your life depends on it, and that's exactly what we saw here tonight.
We've got an animated crowd here tonight, as we usually do.
And the Cruiserweight champion holds on to the gold. Alright, here we are with the Women's Championship match as Rhea Ripley, the NXT Women's Champion, obviously representing NXT, will defend against NXT UK representative Toni Storm. These two had a match all the way back at their first NXT TakeOver UK Blackpool last year, in which Toni Storm captured the NXT UK Women's Championship from Rhea Ripley. Will she be able to do the same with the NXT Championship or will Ripley manage to retain? And obviously the winner will face probably, well, I think it is Bianca Belair at NXT TakeOver Portland. So a match on the horizon, another defense down the line for one of these two. Whoever wins the championship here will face Bianca Belair at TakeOver Portland. But I think it's going to be Rhea Ripley. I think she's just got a title, and they're going to build her for another long championship run. Well, I say another long championship run. A championship run that's as long as Shayna Baszler's, or some sort of extent like that. And we're going to stop talking, we're going to load in, and we're going to play this match. But will it be Toni time?
And is for the NXT Women's Championship.
We will see. Here comes Toni Storm. Not long after just losing a triple threat match involving Piper Niven and Kaylee Ray for the NXT UK Women's Championship back at NXT TakeOver Blackpool 2. But now she's here, challenging at Worlds Collide for the NXT Women's Championship. A whole new chapter in the storied rivalry between Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm is about to be written as a nightmare will collide with a rocking adversary for the NXT Women's Championship at WWE Worlds Collide 2020. Among the epic past showdowns between the intense competitors, Ripley made history by emerging victorious over the Storm in the finals of a tournament to be crowned the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion. Storm then regrouped and conquered Ripley in the rematch at the first NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool to seize the title in January of 2019. Ripley has since travelled across the pond to defeat dominant Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's title. In the meantime, Storm returned to NXT UK after losing her title to Kaylee Ray and battled the scary Queen of Scots and Piper Niven in a triple threat match for the championship at the TakeOver Blackpool 2 event. Nevertheless, even as Storm prepared for that total free-for-all against two of her former best friends, her competitive nature brought her to Full Sail University in order to rekindle a rivalry with Ripley and boldly challenge the dangerous title holder. Ripley accepted and the contest has been made. Who will reign supreme in the highly anticipated return matchup? Technically, this could be the rubber match as well. The Nightmare.
Rhea Ripley, of course, was the inaugural
The
NXT
championship
UK
going for her jacket. I still can't believe after all the years the 2K have making these games, they still can't fix a simple thing like that. But at least the actual championships in the game aren't fucking dumb with no design.
Most competitors would lose confidence, but Ripley bounced back and made NXT UK history.
This is her brutality. Will it be Toni's time, or will the Nightmare continue to be NXT Women's Champion?
Introducing the challenger, Toni Storm. And introducing the champion, she is the NXT Women's Champion.
We gathered that because you introduced her as a champion. The Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm, a rematch. Like I said, maybe a rubber match, you could maybe want to call it. It is a tiebreaker of sorts, I guess.
It's all about the NXT Women's Championship. Everyone who has held that
These two women obviously respect each other, but they will stop at nothing, absolutely nothing, to be NXT Women's Champion.
NXT Women's Champion.
Will it be Toni's time, or Rhea's reign continuing?
The NXT Women's title is on the line. The championship.
Collar and elbow tie up. Rhea Ripley, the Nightmare, backing Toni Storm into the corner. Will we see a clean break to open this match? Yes, we will. The respect coming out there between Ripley and Storm. Another collar and elbow tie up. This time won by Ripley. A headlock, takedown. Got her grounded and a right hand. And Rhea Ripley with the early advantage, but Storm fighting back. And an uppercut from Toni Storm.
That is a great reversal.
Slap. And Rhea Ripley drop toe hold.
Another reversal.
Monkey flip by Ripley. Waiting for Toni, just putting her to the corner. Toni with a reversal across the ring goes Rhea, and a clothesline from the Nightmare. Of course, Rhea Ripley defeated what many people are thinking of as the undefeatable. She beat Rhea Ripley to become NXT Women's Champion. Will she manage to retain it here against Toni Storm and go on to face Bianca Belair, NXT TakeOver Portland? Headlocking Toni Storm, just grinding out this headlock. Keeping Toni grounded, and the power of Ripley will definitely help her in this match. And a back kick. Cover by Ripley. Oh, a quick kick out from Storm. Determined that she's not going to lose this. Storm catching Ripley in the front face, locking an elbow, and another slap. Into the corner, now goes Ripley. Uh-oh. What's Toni thinking? Right hand, and a chop. And a reversal by Ripley. But Storm sending Ripley back into the corner.
First thing she needs to do is somehow get out of that corner.
Now right hand. Turning her around, Ripley with an elbow and a drop kick. The NXT Women's Champion in full control here of Toni Storm. On the top rope. I don't know what Rhea's thinking. Side suplex. A side superplex, I should say. And Toni needs to recover from that. Will she be done after this? Took a little while to cover and a little while for the ref to get in position. And it only warrants a 1 count due to that. Ripley going for the jawbreaker, but Storm avoids. And a Hurricane Rana by Toni Storm.
Champ taking the worst end of the exchange. Yeah, but too soon to be worried.
Jawbreaker.
Reflexes on display.
Suplex. Second rope for the Nightmare.
From the middle rope.
Splash on to Storm. And Rhea dropping the knee and some more. Multiple knees to the chest area of Toni Storm. And now second rope. Falling Storm to her feet.
This should be a great one.
Missile drop kick. And is this Rhea Ripley setting up for the finish?
Up in a vertical suplex.
Vertical suplex by Ripley. She's just gonna let the blood rush to Toni Storm's head, showing off her power and slamming her down. And the fans not really very receptive of Rhea Ripley here. We want to see Toni be the NXT Women's Champion. It would be interesting. Give it that. Ripley sends Storm down the corner. And a hesitation drop kick. Off the ropes comes Ripley. Picking up Toni Storm. Turning her around. And a knee breaker perhaps by Ripley. And she may be going for those legs. Oh no, she's trying around the corner. What's she thinking here? Oh, just mounting and punching away on Storm, and a kick to the gut after. What's Rhea thinking? Leg lock perhaps. How will Toni break out of this? Might be quite easy considering there hasn't been much done to the legs, and it is quite easy. Toni Storm breaks out. It's going to take a hell of a lot for one of these women to put the other away. We know that from their past battles. Meteora by Storm. And top rope goes Toni. Leg drop into a cover. And a kick out by Ripley, proving that she's not going to be taken down too early either. Off the ropes now. Comes a Ciampa and a clothesline avoided by Toni Storm. And now it's possibly Toni's time here. Into the corner goes Ripley. Down goes Ripley and Storm with a hip attack.
Some hard offense landing on the champ.
Send it, or bringing back Ripley, I should say, to the center of the ring. Will this be it for the championship? No. Ripley getting out.
Keep her down.
Oh, Toni
Storm
Storm.
0.
The champ's eyes was glazed over.
I didn't think this
And
rivalry would get
Ripley
any hotter, but I guess I was
somehow
wrong.
making it out. I'm going to talk about the fact that I moved glitch midway through that.
Too quick. Got out of the way in a hurry.
Knee down to Storm, and Rhea Ripley might bring the home run strike in response.
Rhea's ready.
Rhea
This is about over.
taking her over. Riptide to Toni Storm. And Storm kicks out as well.
What a match.
These two have just hit their home run shots and neither have got the victory. Like I said, it's going to be a lot more than just their home run shots. It's going to be to put either of these women away, really. Into the corner now. Storm fighting out.
Just a step quicker.
Across the ring goes Ripley once again, and Storm, a hurricane runner into a cover. Ripley reversing. And Storm fights out. What a battle here for the NXT Women's Championship at Worlds Collide. Rhea Ripley propping Storm on the top rope. Oh, trying to kick her off. And then, well, catch her on the ropes, really. Interesting bit of sequence there. Storm avoiding the kick off the ropes, trying to get an attack on Ripley, but Ripley was wise to it. Ripley, not sure what to do here. Oh, just catching her. It was enough to take her down there, Toni Storm. And once again, it looks like delayed suplex, this time on the outside.
This is how you establish control. Are you kidding
Toni
me?
Storm's body's got to be racking with pain. But that is going to surely do it here for the NXT Women's Championship. Picking that suplex on the outside will put anyone out for a 3 count. Is she going to retain here at Worlds Collide? Toni is not just any woman, you have to remember that.
Trouble here. She returns the favor there.
Looking into a suplex. Picking up Rhea. Headbutt blocked with an uppercut. And now headbutt to the back of the head. It's tossed her to the floor. Rhea once again back with the knees. And this could end ugly for either of these women who just fight tooth and nail to be NXT Women's Champ. Lifted her and then putting her back down. Interesting by Ripley, just playing around with Storm. Maybe shouldn't be. Storm down to one knee and a headbutt sends her down to the mat. Storm back up. But into a suplex, bridging cover. And a kick out again by Toni. And Rhea
She's in control.
got her on the shoulders. Roundhouse kick.
She's definitely energized, but she better make sure she saves something for
Toni
later.
to the outside.
Back in the ring before the referee's 10 count.
I think the crowd knows what
And what's this? Side slam by Rhea Ripley.
continue.
This rivalry has just been taken to the
That
next
has
level.
got to
Watch
do
this
it.
again.
Full Nelson spinning sort of slam there. I'm not sure what she calls that. Full Nelson into a Uranagi on the outside, and that may spell time for Toni. I have to call time on this match, but Toni just not seeming to be affected. Rhea fights out. And a drop kick.
What do we got here?
And once again, she's going for this roundhouse kick. Roundhouse kick to the second rope goes Rhea.
From the middle rope.
Another splash. Fans really getting on at Rhea. I thought she was one of the most popular, but maybe not. Going back to that leg of Toni Storm. Very interesting strategy here from Ripley. Now going, headbutt to the abdomen. Off the ropes. Kick caught by Storm. And Ripley trying to make it back to her feet. And what's Toni thinking here over the ropes? A charging Ripley to the outside. This rivalry has become a lot more personal, but Rhea Ripley fighting off Storm. And a clothesline could wipe out Toni here. It doesn't look like at the moment it's going to be Toni's time, but anything could happen in NXT. Grinding out his headlock here. The body weight of Ripley keeping Toni down. Try to just out-strengthen Toni here, but Toni fights back. Clothesline by Storm. And what's this? Sitting out on the back.
Oh my God, what impact.
And Toni maybe thinking home run here.
She ducks out of the way there.
No, off the ropes. Hurricane Rana once again. Storm Zero blocked by Ripley. She caught it coming. And into the corner goes Storm. Oh no. Ripley knocking down Storm. Is this what I think it's going to be? But this is awesome chant from the fans, and the drive-by dropkick by Rhea Ripley.
Kiss your dreams goodnight. A move so nice they did
And
it
is
twice.
that going to be it for Toni Storm? I don't even know what could kill Toni at this point. Well, not really kill her, obviously, but finish her off. And this is awesome chant. Toni just got straight back up.
Gotta be careful not to get counted out here.
And a suplex, are you kidding me? Rhea Ripley just hit the drive-by dropkick and Toni's taking it as if it was nothing. I think Ripley more surprised than anything. Will we see a new NXT Women's Champion? Ripley try to fight back here. The arm of hers hooked. The abdomen shots.
And it's reversed. Paying for that mistake.
Turn around, no. Storm blocks. And a snap suplex.
Very effective.
This time Toni going
That's
to
how
work,
you wear down your opponent.
cracking the neck of Ripley. And sitting out on the back once again. And what's Toni got left? Headbutt, no reverse. Turning Toni around. Is it going to be the delayed suplex once again? Will this finish off a rival of Rhea Ripley's? Has been a rival for a long time. Suplex. Cover. Feet on the ropes. Eddie Bean's necessary.
Guess not.
And the ref saw the feet on the ropes. I don't know what happened there. Toni may have just potentially got a shoulder up, but I think the ref might have seen the feet on the ropes. Oh, face first goes Storm. Rhea Ripley going second rope again. calling up Toni Storm. And once again with the missile dropkick, will that finish off Storm? Are you kidding? What is this woman made of? Like, for real though, what is she actually made of? She might be made of championship material. Blocked by Ripley into a small package. And a kick out by Toni. Right hand. Once again by Rhea. And now just taunting in front of Toni Storm. And she catches her. Oh, what a knee by Ripley. I wondered what that was going to be when it said catch finisher, and that is a strong knee to Toni Storm. But will that secure a championship retention for Rhea Ripley?
From the middle rope.
Splash just to ensure it. Will that do the trick? I think it will. I think it's over. 1, 2. What beats this woman? What beats this woman? Toni Storm giving everything she's got and more. Drop down. Leapfrog. How has Toni still got any stamina at all? Back body drop from the more powerful Rhea Ripley. Storm fights off the champion. Off the ropes this time comes Ripley. And a big boot by Toni Storm, and she should be or could be setting up for Storm Zero once again. Blocked by Ripley. And a guillotine by Storm, pulled out anything she can. Will this do the trick? I think Rhea was looking to maybe turn around and go for the Riptide. But Toni caught a guillotine. And this time she has caught her the Riptide, and this should be it. But it's Toni Storm, so I don't know. 1, 2, 3. What a women's match. Rhea Ripley both women deserve to be NXT Women's Champion after that kind of match. But Rhea Ripley retains. Storm Zero's hip attacks from Storm herself. There you see it. And this was the Storm Zero that we thought could put Ripley away early for the title. Ripley hit her first Riptide and Storm kicked out of that. She then hit the go to sleep off the top rope. Somehow that didn't do the trick. That knee to the face should have done it really. But then the second Riptide, or at least the second Riptide within the ring, I don't remember exactly if there was any outside the ring, to be completely honest. But Rhea Ripley, after 2 Riptides and a hell of a lot of offense taken by Toni Storm, retains her NXT Women's Championship, and she will go on to fight Bianca Belair at NXT TakeOver Portland. Honestly, my mind is, I don't remember what match is up next, but I hope you guys enjoy the next match. Well, it's been a long day of recording matches, but thankfully we are on the last one. Bolter, Aichner, Barthel and Wolfe, also known as Imperium, representing NXT UK, will take on Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, also known as the Undisputed Era, representing NXT. I'm sorry if I sound extremely tired. I am extremely tired. I was wanting to get this done way earlier today, but it's now 10 to 1 in the morning. So I've got to be quiet, and I've got to try and get this done. Bear with me. Right, I've returned, and we slowly await, and slowly and anxiously, I should say, await the arrival of Imperium. Making everyone wait, but here they are. And the reason that Alexander Wolfe is not in the entrance is because you can't fit them all in, pretty much. So he's getting his own little fancy entrance. But the NXT UK champion, Walter, and Fabian Aichner on one side, Marcel Barthel on the other. Who will leave Houston victorious? We've seen quite a few upsets so far. Well, we've seen one upset in particular, Moustache Mountain defeating DIY. We've had many classic matches that will be remembered from all of the participants involved. But tonight in Houston, we end off with a war of NXT UK's top faction against NXT's top faction. And we are waiting for Alexander Wolfe. He was told to cover his own entrance tonight because they couldn't all four go out together. And he's making the most of it. Here is the final member of Imperium, Alexander Wolfe.
Guys, this one promises to be absolutely amazing.
But as they say, promises are made to be broken, Michael. Though in this case, I think we're safe.
In the whole shebang here with his entrance.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see if he maintains that.
Alexander Wolfe getting his own little entrance tonight. Like I said, he's making the most of it. But he is, of course, with Imperium. Imperium explained. But is still a little bit annoyed that he lost to Ilja Dragunov and made him walk out of the zone. He's made the most of it. Obviously, they're still friends. Well, still Imperium. Now here come the Undisputed Era. And you might notice something here. There's Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish have had a little joke with Roderick Strong here, saying that the champions enter at different points to the non-champions. A rib, obviously, at Roderick Strong losing the North American Championship to Keith Lee.
Guys, this match is sure to not disappoint, especially considering who's involved here tonight.
You're absolutely right, Michael. This match will be one we'll be talking
Adam
about.
Cole leading the line as NXT champion, of course, followed up by Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, the NXT Tag Team Champions. Aichner not getting out of the ring, he doesn't care. Here we go. Okay, we're not doing Adam Cole Baby then. Nobody's chanting it. Interesting. Intriguing. Aichner just doesn't want to move. Looks like he's part of the Undisputed Era. And here comes the final piece to the puzzle. Roderick Strong gonna have to enter on his own. In reality, it's because the game can't fit 4 coming out at once. But
Someone's about to get their back
the
broken.
real reason is because he lost his championship, he can't come out with the rest of the group anymore. Doesn't look too annoyed though. He knows it's just a practical joke.
200 pounds, Roderick Strong.
You know, Roderick Strong really didn't find much success here in NXT until he joined the Undisputed Era.
This is necklace hovering. It's weird that it's swinging. It looks weird that the swinging animation looks a bit weird. Once Roderick Strong enters, we can get this match kicked off. And Walter and Aichner could honestly just knock Roderick Strong off, but
Would you agree,
they
Corey,
don't.
that this match will be anything but easy for him?
This is the WWE, Cole. There's no such thing as easy matches here. You know that.
Boom. Set up my beer. Final one. And here we go. NXT champ breaking out as NXT's top faction, NXT UK's top faction. Adam Cole immediately tagging out. Doesn't want to feel another Walter chop.
Adam Cole wants to rule the entire industry.
And Kyle O'Reilly. Try to escape Walter after the early move. And it's not gone well.
Oh, Corey, he unloaded there. He's looking
The
banged up
NXT
here,
UK
guys.
champion
Right to the back.
was going to kick things off with Adam Cole, who immediately tagged out to O'Reilly.
Down
There's
with the
suplex. O'Reilly taking the
he got
beating
in
here
mind?
early on from the UK champ.
Swinging neck breaker connects.
Showing a lot of fury with these attacks.
And he's a guy that can flip a switch and turn it on like this.
Takedown by Walter.
Desperately needs to make a tag here.
I don't know. It's going to be tough to make it to the corner.
Are we going to see the tag, Byron?
I think so, Mike.
Strong, world's strongest slam variant by Walter.
Oh, my God.
And Kyle O'Reilly just can't get back into this against the UK champ here.
What technical prowess.
Kyle O'Reilly breaks away. Tags in Roderick
To the
Strong.
outside, which will start the referee's count. Straight punch.
And a right hand knocks down the champ.
Tagged in.
Or the UK champ, and now Bobby Fish coming in.
No.
Oh, boot though catches the other half of the tag champs.
Producing a
Oh
trampling.
no. Walter just.
Right across the small
I mean, Strong and Cole have done the smart thing and got out as quick as they could. Got one move in, or in Cole's case, didn't get a move in. And tagged out.
The big is coming.
Belly to belly by Walter.
Suplex.
Who's dominating the NXT Tag Team Champions.
He's in full control now.
Swinging neck breaker.
Swinging neck breaker. And the instinct from Fish on display.
Back out to Roderick. Clothesline misses. And Strong tags out again. And a boot to O'Reilly.
On the mark.
An undisputed error here. Getting the clocks cleaned.
Oh, the arm's trapped.
Arm trap, slam.
Oh, targeted
Walter
right
just
and
beating
destroyed.
it down. O'Reilly again.
Great counter.
Impressive
Looking
in-ring
to break away
IQ
to
on display.
Fish. Notice how Adam Cole's get avoided.
Oh, look at it.
Bobby Fish try to break out.
Great
He does.
reversal. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Strong coming back in.
Knife edge
The
chop.
chop. And Strong just try to fight back here on Walter.
What a
And the UK champ won't go off his feet. And a takedown.
all the way over.
Walter is dominating.
The wind
He might not need the rest of his stablemates. An uppercut to Strong now.
Watch out here.
Belly to belly. And Walter right hand straight to the side of Roderick Strong's face.
Oh, and then it's Strong with the offense.
Impressive.
I think it might take two. Undisputed Era.
In the face.
Strong's got a little bit of something here on Walter, who's down.
Hoping to make a tag here.
It
I know,
sounds
he's
like
trying to
there
get
are
to his
a lot of
corner,
people
but
here
Strong.
hoping for the exact same thing.
Off.
Impressive was that reversal.
Thought for a second there. Strong catches Walter though. Goes into the Undisputed Era corner.
Yeah, he's got to find a way out of that corner.
And rubs his face along the ropes.
Cross the top rope. That'll grind the features right off your face.
But missed by by Strong, and now Walter. Front face lock.
No, another reversal.
Neither one of them
More
were willing to give
fists
an inch
to
here.
Walter. It won't go down. He does now.
Struggling to get to the corner here.
Might not make it, Michael.
And Imperium leader trying to get to his stablemates here.
He needed that in a
And Cole
bad
wants back
way.
in now. Of course he does, now that Walter's on the ground. And pounded away on the UK champ. And it's all turned around now in Undisputed Era's favour.
Just a step quicker.
Walter with a shot in on Cole. Cole sends Walter to the outside.
He got out of the way.
And while Cole's outside, while Walter's outside the ring, he tags back in Kyle O'Reilly. I think unbeknownst a little bit to O'Reilly there, the tag on their back.
What a shot kick right to the leg.
They're taking the advantage you can get against the NXT UK champ, and Walter landed on the knee. Undisputed Era tried to do everything they can here. Don't let him back up is probably the advice I would give.
Yeah, but that's easier said than done, Michael.
And now in comes Aichner.
And his partner's just itching to get in the ring right now.
Oh, and he
Maybe
gets to his corner. That's a game changer.
Undisputed
right
Era
there.
will get a bit more chance to get some offense in.
You want to be right now.
Not a good start though, as Aichner lands O'Reilly on the turnbuckle. And a flying kick.
Oh, what a right.
Strong
Behind it.
interferes and helps O'Reilly back up.
Your knee up. Look at this.
Kyle O'Reilly snap suplex. Bringing Aichner into his corner. Double team with Roderick Strong now.
Superstars looking to walk across the finish line.
Oh, kicks ahead the brainbuster. Strong will continue what's happening here. Kick to the back. And now that Walter's out of the equation. Big start from Imperium with Walter, I should say. So now he's out of the equation. Undisputed Era might find a way back into this match.
Gets the tag.
Bobby Fish coming for Roderick Strong.
Bobby Fish.
Smart move by the veteran.
Nice wherewithal.
You can begin to see it in these superstars' faces. Exhaustion is beginning to set in.
They're starting to breathe heavier. This is the time where matches are
Fish.
won and lost.
Suplex to Aichner.
What a suplex.
Take down Aichner.
An impressive series of moves. Looks like nobody's budging.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's another
Fish is a veteran, but Aichner is not one to be messed with. These two equaling each other right now, but again, Fish with another suplex.
vertical suplex. Bam. Looking to make the tag
Undisputed
here.
Era really just keep Aichner in the corner
Change the whole
and knee to the back.
of this match, Michael.
Will do that. Barthel and Wolfe not been able to get in the match yet. Walter dominated the early portion, and now Aichner's being dominated by Undisputed Era, and in comes Strong again.
Gonna see here. Oh my goodness.
DDT.
Finished.
pushed into a suplex. An Undisputed Era taking full control here of Fabian Aichner. And it might be in their best interest to try and pick off a Imperium member at a time. Olympic slam. And now Cole wanting in.
And if successful, we may be looking at a whole new match here.
An elbow to the back of Aichner, who was trying to get back to his corner.
Tagged in.
Adam Cole put in his corner, and O'Reilly taking the initiative and coming back in on the blind tag.
Oh, nasty impact.
Take down on the second rope, knee drop.
Driving down.
Thinking about cheap shotting there. I think it was Kyle O'Reilly that decided against it. Maybe smart, especially against Imperium. German suplex, and Aichner has taken a lot of punishment in this ring since tagging in.
Lost in the corner right now. Comes in off the tag.
And Cole coming back in. Undisputed Era smart here with the tags. Uppercut though.
European uppercut.
Cole wise enough to find a counter.
Boom, what impact. There are no words for the ride these fans have gone through in this match. It has been a roller coaster, and I don't think the ups and downs are
Aichner literally not being allowed out of the ring.
to make a tag here. I don't know. It's going to be tough to make it to the corner. No, he doesn't.
Ushikoroshi
To be the difference right there. Adam Cole launching non-stop attacks.
to the back.
Man, I'm getting tired just watching him.
Cole needs a head. Just showing off here. I think Undisputed Era might be ready to finally let him tag out.
Tagged in.
Back in goes Fish, but Aichner now doesn't want to tag out. Clothesline. And Fish. Undisputed Era gave Aichner a chance to tag out, but Mike doesn't want to. And Aichner ends up back in Era's corner here.
And look at hung up on the second rope. And look at this aggression and the instinct for Fish on display. So quick. Really needs to get to the corner and make a
Some
tag.
Aichner will make the tag to Wolfe.
Sooner than later.
Just coming in with like a house on fire. Clothesline takes down Fish.
Almost there. Don't give up now. And there's the tag.
Wolfe, oh, big boot to Bobby Fish. And this is exactly what Undisputed Era did not want. Strong left hand to the face of Bobby Fish by Alexander Wolfe. Wolfe took too long and Fish, veteran the counter. Combination there by Fish. And a spinning kick, and that could keep Alexander Wolfe down. Sleeping with the Fishes. Rope break.
Uh-oh. Saw that one coming.
Round block by Wolfe. Fish squirms out whatever Wolfe was thinking. Roll up attempt. And kick out by Alexander Wolfe. Kicks to the legs of the former Sanity Man, taken down. And if we're going on the Undisputed Era's strategy of this whole match, they need to try and keep Wolfe in their corner. And that's what Fish needs to try and attempt now. Wolfe blocks. And a sleeper. And it could be over here early on for Undisputed Era. Well, not really early on, but it could be over here for Undisputed Era. Fish able to fight out, I think. It looks like he's gonna, yep. Rolls out.
And the instinct from Fish.
And Bobby Fish sends Wolfe into his corner as quick as he can. Smart maneuver. But was it? Fish getting clotheslined. Maybe Wolfe looking to try and prove something to Imperium.
Bobby Fish seizing the moment that time. That's wherewithal.
into the corner.
Tagged in.
And comes Roderick Strong, who also needs to prove something to Undisputed Era after losing the North American Championship to Keith Lee with a DDT German suplex combo again. Strong picking up Alexander Wolfe.
Uh-oh. And a suplex.
Side angle belly to back suplex.
Has to find a way to make a tag here.
Roderick Strong daring Wolfe to try and get past.
Failed on the attack attempt.
He won another suplex.
Suplex.
And Strong proving that he wants to still, well, he wants that North American title back from Keith Lee first of all. He wants to prove that he can still run with the Undisputed Era. I think they're going to let him anyway. I don't think it's going to be that mean. It is getting quite slow motion because it's been quite a long match and there's a lot of customs in here, so sorry about that.
Not again.
One of these competitors
Strong
is eventually gonna have to gain
catches
the
Wolfe, planting Alexander Wolfe, and that may do it here. Cover.
And he got a near fall out of it. He's showing the
Walter coming in,
tonight.
and Strong trying to avoid Walter there. But it's a kick out from Wolfe anyway.
Whoa, Strong able to avoid damage.
German suplex by Roderick Strong.
Yeah, but his people are hoping he doesn't lose
And
focus and
comes
stamina.
O'Reilly.
Striking blow.
Kitchen sink to Wolfe.
Person sitting in this arena. It's pandemonium, Cole. The head scissors apply. Oh man, that's just nasty.
O'Reilly was thinking of elbows to the head, but Wolfe turning it around.
Oh, right to the side of the face.
Kick by Wolfe, and the other man not been yet is Barthel, but they're bringing back in the heavy artillery, and O'Reilly, they want to get out of there.
What technical prowess from Kyle O'Reilly.
And he's trying to get a tag in the face.
Enough. Brain buster, that'll scramble your brain.
Brainbuster by Walter, and Bobby Fish could be out for the count.
A kick out, and you
But
can
he's
see the
not.
frustration starting to build. Not quite.
And the Brainbuster might bully Spurred Fish on.
Uh-oh.
Power bomb, making Fish out low for the count.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. Into the pay window. Now back to the ring.
O'Reilly distracting the ref, and Strong comes in to save Fish. That was definitely it though. Powerbomb to Fish would have done the job.
Fish on display. So quick.
And Walter busted open, and he's got to roll out. And Fish going to try and continue this advantage.
Must be mindful of the referee's
Smart by Bobby Fish. Barthel getting yanked off. Aichner getting yanked off.
Eliminate the core. This is a great move.
Wolfe knew what was coming. But even he's getting taken off. Neck breaker to Barthel and Fish. He's having a wild one right now. 6 count against Walter though. And that's who the legal man is. Walter just comes in with his power and absolutely takes Fish down.
Hoping to make a tag here. It sounds like there are a lot
Fish try
of
to turn
people
around and make a
tonight
tag to one of
going
his
for the
undisputed
exact
their
same
teammates there, but can't. Elbow.
Fish seizing the moment that time. Nice wherewithal. No, another reversal.
Walter reverses. Fish reverses. And now with Walter worn down, it might be easy for Undisputed Era. You'd think.
They're both somehow
It doesn't seem to be.
each other. What a count. Look out.
Fish reverses. O'Reilly drop kicks.
It's the mark.
What a double team maneuver there.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Cole. There's no way around it. A
And
tag
Bobby
is
Fish
no
said
way
it's
to win the
over.
match.
You don't really turn your back on the jab here, but it is the Fish hook. Walter just powers out.
Wow. Part of me thought he was going to tap, Cole. Boom! Right between the eyes. His shoulders are down.
Cover. And somehow Fish fights out from the power of Walter.
How much is it worth to continue through the agony? It's obviously
Hot tag into O'Reilly.
Every drop of sweat on the ground.
Big boot, takes down Walter.
Make a tag here.
Yeah, but that's easier said than done, Michael.
Look out, he's almost there.
And now Walter getting his arm played with by
trouble here, Cole.
O'Reilly here.
Great job getting to the corner. Looking to make the tag here.
A tag at this point can change the whole complexion of this match, Michael.
He leaves out of the way.
Oh, O'Reilly's signature stop by Walter, and that's a problem. Atomic drop by the champion. O'Reilly though. Tries to take the UK champ back to his corner. Smart by O'Reilly. We're back here with Walter, which is what we're about to start off with in this match. Cole, of course, they want to face off against Walter to begin with. Maybe want to face him now, maybe not. He's going to get the atomic drop treatment as well.
And now that one's countered. What's he going to do with it?
Neck breaker from the NXT champion. And he's fully fine with fighting Walter now that he's worn down. Barthel hasn't got into the match yet. Uh-oh. Cole put Walter on the knee. And we'll have to do their job here against the NXT UK champion. No. Took out though, we're making progress.
Caught off guard.
Neckbreaker again by Cole, just doing whatever he can. And for once, instead of letting Walter leave, he's trying to keep Walter in. And he's going to bring in Roderick Strong and tell him to finish off Walter. A big ask. But Roderick Strong determined to do it. Knocks off Wolfe. Knocks off Barthel. Aichner not that done though. The backbreaker is caught. And it could be it here. Walter is the only man standing for Imperium. But he powers out at the end of Heartache. It could be a start of a new Heartache for Roderick Strong. Stronger with the pace.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
DDT by Strong onto Walter. We know how much punishment Walter could take. We saw that in the match against Joe Coffey back at NXT TakeOver UK Blackpool 2.
It doesn't get much more exciting than this, Michael.
Inverted DDT by Strong.
Yeah, he's not big in stature, but he's got
No,
a
O'Reilly
huge
coming in.
amount of energy.
Uh-oh. O'Reilly stomps to the chest.
Just stomping every single part of his body.
Neckbreaker connects to Walter.
Hoping to make. Here's the cover for the win.
Catches Walter in a cover.
Back inside the ring now. I wouldn't have been surprised if that was it. Wow, dangerous.
Barthel was entered just in case. He's the freshest man of Imperium, possibly the freshest man in this match alongside Adam Cole, who has not done much to be honest. He's tried to stray away from it. Let Undisputed Era, the rest of the Undisputed Era, do all the work. Walter reverses O'Reilly. O'Reilly's just trying to work with speed right now. The corner roll. Holding the tights.
Interesting decision here,
But
Corey.
Walter still pushes off.
Like it. He clearly wants
Kyle
to inflict some
O'Reilly.
more punishment.
Oh, Walter took that and you saw his face. O'Reilly backdropped. And it could be trouble for Kyle O'Reilly. Powerbomb avoided though. planting Walter down on the knee.
In off the tag.
In comes Bobby Fish. Now, we haven't seen a lot of Marcel Barthel this match, and I don't think we will. Although Fish is begging Barthel to come in, or begging someone else to come in. Aichner. And Fish sends Aichner into the UK champ. And that's not going to go down well at the next Imperium meeting. And we could see it again. Fish hook. Aichner powering out.
Wow, that was just pure determination, Cole.
Not only that, but he's continuing the offense. Backbreaker. All these men taking each other's best shots tonight. Drop kick by Fabian Aichner.
Really needs to get to the corner and make a tag. Otherwise,
Bobby Fish looking towards his corner but can't get to it.
And look at his partner. He won.
Small package attempt now by Fish.
I guess he's thinking something else here.
Just a shoulder up, not much, but shoulder up anyway from Aichner. Bobby Fish must have that small package in pretty tight.
He's in full control now.
Samoan drop. Both teams putting everything they can into this match. But who will emerge victorious? Headbutt.
In off the tag.
In comes Kyle O'Reilly. What do we see here? Kyle O'Reilly go for submission. Guillotine.
Guillotine. It's in deep.
And will it do the job? No, Walter coming in, just stomping away at O'Reilly. O'Reilly was trying there to get a cheap shot in on Walter, but didn't work. Daring Barthel to bring himself in, and he does. It's about time we got some of Marcel Barthel. O'Reilly takes down Barthel, but he's not done with Aichner. Intriguing here from O'Reilly.
Hold on, guys.
You gotta wonder what he's thinking. Bringing him off the top. Barthel getting taken down as well. Undisputed Era. Literally throwing everything in Imperium. Imperium been throwing back, don't get me wrong.
Malicious.
Knee drop.
He's got a head of steam working.
And now to work on Barthel, who hasn't been in the match at all. Still not able to get any offense in. Undisputed Era might be rampant tonight. Might be unstoppable now. They might put a higher astral plane and just thought it was unstoppable and actually being it. Barthel looking to tag out to his leader, Walter, but O'Reilly not letting it happen. He's planting the DDT instead.
Change the entire outlook of this match.
Knee drop again. Barthel has been absolutely dominated since he came in. It's the only man that was somewhat fresh and somewhat stop Undisputed Era from winning this match, but now it's all changed. Barthel tried to fight back, but O'Reilly just on a mad one right now. Look on the arm and suplexing. It might just be time for Undisputed Era to take turns.
Trying to get to the corner now.
It's not going to be easy though, Michael.
Oh, he's almost there.
Daring Walter to come in. Why is Roderick strong? Daring Walter to come in. This is not a good idea. Oh no, into the corner goes Strong, and Walter with a double chop. Big drop. Strong, try to turn Walter around in any means necessary. Go for a crucifix roll up. Walter kicks out. Of course he does. Shots, now Walter fighting back. Strong with the quickness, so you have to remember. Undisputed Era are going to be quicker than Imperium. Again, inverted DDT by Strong. And now it's just a matter of can we keep the UK champion down long enough to pin him. Undisputed Era. Elbow. Shot to the back. Oh no. Roderick thought may have had Walter there, but Walter turning it around and kick to the back. Now headbutt. Strong could be in trouble. Strong could be the factor that loses Undisputed Era. The match here he lost not long ago to Keith Lee on the North American Championship match. Will he be the victim of another loss here? Jawbreaker. Walter just giving absolutely not a single fuck.
Wow, what a sequence. And again, yet another counter. Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
Walter still outpowers Strong. I thought Strong was going to put Walter on the top rope then. Walter exhausted, but Roderick Strong continuing. Walter still fighting back. An Undisputed Era man now is busted up, and it is Roderick Strong. Walter tagging in, possibly to his teammates here. Not on Roderick's watch.
Impressive.
And now with blood in his face, he's getting his face rubbed along the ropes again. A DDT.
Tagged in.
And then comes Bobby Fish. Adam Cole staying relatively fresh this match, which is smart because he may have championship defense in 3 weeks at TakeOver Portland. We don't know yet.
An impressive series of moves. Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
Walter won't go down. Will now though with the spinning face. That'll take anyone down. Doesn't matter what size you are. It's a strong spinning face from Bobby Fish.
Look at this. That'll do some serious damage.
Completely forgot about beer. I'm getting so invested in doing this match.
Oh no.
Inverted DDT.
DDT. Dangerous combination of moves from Bobby Fish.
Not sure if he can sustain this, but we shall see.
And he's saying that's going to be it soon.
That'll make your legs numb.
Walter taking an absolute barrel load of punishment. And Walter still fighting back.
Great reversal. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Absolutely has to.
Oh, pump handle powerbomb. Will that do the trick?
Makes a statement. That might be the end of Fish tonight. You say he's filleted?
How does Bobby Fish have the wherewithal still to break out that pin? And I was just still have the wherewithal to fight back. I think he just wants to do it for Undisputed Era now. I think the UK champ would be a good way to go about it. Too overpowered. Oh my shocking hell.
And the instinct from Fish.
Fish doesn't want any more Walter, just try to get him away.
Tagged in. Tagged in.
Oh, Kyle O'Reilly and Fabian Aichner.
Got the leg.
Dragon screw. That'll destroy a knee. Oh, elbow caught him right on the bridge of the nose.
O'Reilly taking advantage of Walter being out. Barthel sending O'Reilly out, and Wolfe wants a tag. He's getting ignored by his stablemates.
He's going for it. He's got it.
What's this? Oh, pin.
And he got a near fall out of it.
Near fall.
In shock.
Once
What's it
again.
gonna take to keep this guy down?
It's been so long that that's been removed from my party, and they only that's a limit of 3 hours. I'm going to the next party just to check my audio's working, and it's been that long.
Looking to make the tag here.
Attack at this
And who's Aichner going to tag to? O'Reilly letting it happen. He's going to tag to Barthel after Wolfe wanted to tag in.
And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
And Wolfe, the only man left on the apron. I think that's how the Undisputed Era want in. They view him as the weakest member of Imperium. But he's not coming in. Oh, he is. In he comes. Walter shouting at Wolfe not to come in, but Wolfe knows what he's doing, I think. Or does he? Frame buster. So Walter has to save Wolfe.
He knows something that we don't, Cole.
Barthel fighting back. And now Adam Cole going to be tagged in. Knocks off Barthel. Knocks off Aichner. Walter though fights back, and he's going to help Wolfe here, I think, to the victory. Try anyway.
Oh, wow, what a sequence that from Adam Cole. So resourceful.
Walter, I think, desperately wanting in here. Cole tagging out to O'Reilly again. And what's O'Reilly thinking here? Guillotine is in. But Wolfe powers out.
I can't believe it. So unbelievable that he broke out.
Will one of these teams manage to prove their dominance over the other?
Wow, right into the body.
O'Reilly just barely getting out of the way.
O'Reilly on the arm. Continue the arm. And a suplex.
For the back suplex. Comes in off the tag.
And in comes Cole again. It's obvious that Undisputed Era have a strategy.
And
Aichner.
again going for the torso. This is quite the beating, Michael.
Fucking Christ, the target in this game. Barthel. Walter.
Adam Cole looking to end this.
I think Adam Cole's looking for the last shot.
Evading possible disaster there.
And it's blocked by Wolfe.
When you look at this,
It looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
This is a faction war if ever I've seen one.
he's not looking so hot here, guys. And momentum is certainly not on his side right
Cole.
now.
Super kick.
Gets out of dodge there.
I think they were thinking of targeting Alexander Wolfe. But that's backfired. Now Cole in the predicament that kicks out. Remember how fresh Cole has been this entire match. He's been letting everyone else do the work.
Oh, wow, what a sequence there from Adam Cole. Very resourceful.
Cutter attempt.
No, another reversal. Neither one of them are willing to
boxing the ears. Right hand. Of course, both men absolutely spent to hell.
Position to be in right now. Fights free there.
And that can change.
Wolfe dragging Cole across the ring, but it's blocked. Enziguri. And Adam Cole.
Oh, this is a great movie. Patella drop brainbuster.
Patella drop brainbuster by Adam Cole. I'm going to try it again.
Down they go.
Off goes Barthel.
He's got the pedal to the metal and shows
Off goes Aichner. Off goes the UK champ. And Adam Cole lining up. Oh no, he's not.
Oh, he knew that was coming.
And now Wolfe really wanting to prove he can still win the big one by taking it straight to the NXT champ. Power bomb from Wolfe. And O'Reilly's right there.
Yeah, I'm just as surprised.
He's hoping at it quickly. He keeps his
Wolfe
team
looking
in
for it
the
again, but Kyle O'Reilly refusing to let it happen.
Oh, look at this here. Arm wrench. What's going to happen here?
O'Reilly now running interference. Goodbye, Walter. Goodbye, Barthel. Goodbye, Aichner.
Got to be careful not to get counted out here.
And it's down to Wolfe and Cole in the ring.
Adam, he evades the attack.
I seriously don't think I can be bothered continuing this match. I'm getting tired and I'll go to bed. This has been a bloody war with no signs of stopping.
Look out here. Just a debilitating neck breaker.
I put resilience to all of them because I thought, oh, it might end too quickly. That's gone way too long here.
Oh, that was just malicious. Insulting. Just rubbing salt in the wound now.
Adam Cole just stomping away at Wolfe. He does, he has Wolfe's number, but with Imperium still on the apron, there's nothing he can do about it. Or maybe he doesn't know he has Wolfe's number. Maybe he doesn't have Wolfe's number. Wolfe is still fighting on hard. To be fair to the man.
This is a great movie.
Brainbuster, Patella drop variety. And Adam Cole. Gonna throw Wolfe into the corner once again. Down Aichner. Down.
He's definitely dialed it up at the right time.
Down Barthel. Down Walter. But will it be down Wolfe?
Looking to put this one away. On the middle rope.
Anima Sunrise.
Aloha means goodbye. For the win. There's two.
An Undisputed Era.
Gets the win.
Finally get it done.
Hard to
to imagine, but that match was even better than advertised. Here's another
I'm ready to bloody sleep for days,
That
man.
was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be
But
proud to be a part of.
Undisputed Era are the winners and the dominant faction. It took a lot, and in the end, I know I had to do it quite scummily, but I just needed I needed the match to end. Alexander Wolfe, though, being pinned again.
Here are your winners.
Enormous victory right there.
The Undisputed Era
He is among the most dominant guys on
end
the
Houston on a
WWE
high,
roster.
end Worlds Collide on a high.
Guys, I have
The
to say,
NXT
that was
champion,
an
the
amazing
NXT Tag Team Champions, and the former NXT North American Champion end the night with the victory. That's going to be the end of Worlds Collide. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm bloody tired. I'm going to sleep for forever. So I'm prepared for the Rumble tomorrow. But like I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you very, very soon when we do Royal Rumble predictions. Hopefully without as much difficulty as today.